you dumb, beautiful fucker.
Who wants to be in America's slash fic with Abraham Lincoln?
Louisiana Purchase, that's a name.
You need to really get off my balls, okay? I'm gonna kick your ass.
Also, why was Michelangelo so stinky? Ew. Welcome to episode 217 of the All You Can Hear podcast. But also, it's another special day because it's the 2021's E3 post show.
Woo!
It's been another E3 year, I can tell you that.
Yep.
It leaves me every E3. I get the same feeling of I'm really excited going into it, but after it ends, I feel like I can't help but be disappointed even when I'm happy. I don't know what it is.
Really?
Yeah, I guess because I was really expecting a Switch Pro. Spoilers.
Oh,
Switch
yeah.
Pro is not a thing, or not revealed this year so far. And I was really disappointed because I was wanting to see some, like, 4K Monster Hunter Rise, but I guess not.
It was leaked. It was leaked, and it wasn't there. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, and it's not just Nintendo. That's the main thing from Nintendo, because I thought Nintendo show was pretty good other than that. And then Capcom's show was just showing shit we've already seen. We'll get to that too. And then Square Enix just pumped me full of blood, and I had too much blood. That condition where my skin's too tight and I'm about to pop. You're letting the lawnmower pass.
Yeah, let's just say somebody's cutting grass.
Yeah, Jonathan's cutting grass, and it's like right next to the window, so you'll hear like a random I don't know how
A lawnmower
it might ruin
sound.
the audio. I didn't think about that, so we'll see.
I mean, I've been listening to it, and I can see it right now. The levels, it's fine.
Okay. This
yeah.
will be edited out.
So, but Wenzel's here. I'm Wenzel.
Yeah,
And I'm the only other co-host. It's just me and the Colt today. Colt's leading this, obviously, but yeah. And as mentioned before, this is the E3 post-show doc. Not doc.
This is the E3 post show of the AYCH podcast.
We have a doc.
Have a fuller cast, but Patrick and Jonathan. But Jonathan's cutting grass right now, and Patrick's packing up because they're about to go on some kind of vacation.
Some kind of shit. I don't know.
How dare you have fun?
Oh my god! How dare they? Ooh, it makes me so angry because my blood boiling.
Gosh, glad Square Enix gave me extra blood to evaporate.
Yeah. But yeah, what we're doing is we're gonna pretty much we have a doc, as I spoiled for you. We're gonna go down pretty much a list of in order the events that have transpired. Some of them aren't listed on here just because we can just talk about them outright because they left an impression on our brains.
Yeah. Also, we are not covering every game.
We're not covering everything.
In every conference.
We're not a fucking news organization. Oh no, we're just covering stuff that caught our attention. It might be stuff that we like, love, maybe stuff that we don't care for, but we just thought we should put it on here because it's memeable.
And also, Tanner put some stuff on here. I already went through it once or twice. It's stuff I don't give a shit about, but Tanner put it on there.
Tanner put it on there. I mean, I don't know. I couldn't really. Actually, I could, because what I did is that Tanner made the doc. Thank you, Tanner. And then he put like the base, like just the titles of stuff, and then like little notes here and there. And then I went in and added more notes to kind of help like explaining what this is. I also put like links to trailers or websites or interviews, just so that like. I don't know if we're going to release this to the public, but, like, it's just for personal use. Like, if at some point we were like, oh, what's going on with this or blah, 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 and, like, we want to go back and revisit, like, what was announced this year, we can through this doc.
Plus, it's fun in the future to see what we were excited about
Exactly.
in past E3s, because we already have these docs from past years as well.
Yeah, so, and then this is just me, like, going sicko.
But all right. Yeah, like, let's go ahead and get started. We've got a good bit to cover, actually.
Yeah, but I don't think it'll be, like, pre-show.
There's going to be some games that we talk about for a lot longer.
Yeah.
Just letting you know.
Oh, yeah.
Starting off, we're going to start with something that's not related to E3, actually. It's the Summer Game Fest.
Yep.
Which is not E3. It's Summer Game Fest, okay? It's not related to E3. And the first thing on our list is Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, not getting it confused with Balan's Wonderland, which is another game entirely. Do not mix those up.
What?
It's a shitty game. It's a bad
I have
game.
no idea what you're talking about.
All right, not in the know apparently. And Tiny Tina's Wonderlands is a Borderlands spinoff with a bunch of like very big voices, not just voices, just actors, people. I don't have the list in front of me, but I do remember it being pretty big people.
Yeah, it's Andy Samberg, Wanda Sykes, Will Arnett, and Ashley Birch.
Yeah, that's actually pretty huge.
Yeah,
Ashley Birch is Aloy and a bunch of other people. I just remember her mostly from Aloy.
I mean, that's a stacked cast. Just 4 people right there.
Yeah, Wanda Sykes, fucking awesome. And then we got, obviously, Tiny Tina. It's a game. We haven't really seen any gameplay of it. We just saw that little teaser. It seems to be, it's going to be play a lot like the Borderlands 2 DLC, where it's just her mourning the loss of a friend.
Yep.
And I don't think it's going to be sad like that. I think it's going to be fun. And plus, the original DLC wasn't sad. It was just the very ending that was very sad.
Yeah. This will be like a D&D style kind of.
Yeah.
Not like actually like D&D like game, but like in the lore of the game. You know, it's going to be Tiny Tina is going to be the Dungeon Master. So
I don't exactly know if it's a looter shooter still, or if it's. I mean, I feel like it's just going to be a Borderlands game, but D&D themed.
Sure.
I'm 100%.
I'm for that. You know, we had Telltale's take on the Borderlands games or Borderlands story. So
which was the prequel to Borderlands 3. It's still in the canon. It's canon right there, man.
It's canon.
But yeah, I don't really have much to say on it because they didn't really show much.
Yep. So let's move on to the next thing. This was something Tanner added. I assume Metal Slug Tactics.
I didn't put it there, but it's one thing I'm pretty excited for.
You're interested in it? Okay.
Yeah, it's a beautiful stylized like Metal Slug is, but it's a 3D-ish, a tactical like XCOM game. It's very interesting. I'm not super into Metal Slug, but I do love the sprites. The sprites are beautiful. I've always thought that. I always thought the fan art was great.
Yeah. No, I never got a chance to look back on this, and so I'm currently looking at it now. But I mean, just off of what you say about the XCOM stuff, I've always wanted to get into XCOM. Never could.
It's XCOM to me is just it's difficult and annoying at times because you'll have like a 99% chance to hit and like your gun barrels like to their cheek and you'll still miss.
I remember being excited for there's John. I remember being
I'm disrupting.
That was quick. You got that done quick.
I think okay. Do you remember that one XCOM game that was like announced for? It was announced and shown off, but it got canceled. It was a first-person XCOM game.
I
First-person
vaguely
shooter.
remember that. I know that there was a third-person XCOM game that I really wanted to play. I own it on Steam. I just never played it.
I mean, aren't all like XCOM games basically like third-person sort of?
Not really. They're kind of over the top.
Yeah, over the top. Yeah.
I mean, you can have like third-person segments if you go into. Like
I just think over the top is third person as well. All the same.
I don't think that's the same.
No, if you get a chance, if you're listening, go look that up. I remember I was so excited for it, and then nothing. It just got completely scrapped.
Yeah. Well, that's Metal Slug Tactics. Next on the list is something that I'm pretty damn excited about.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was going to be something else. Maybe a new Kojima game, but it's not. That's the Death Stranding's director's cut. On the way to Kojima announcing this, he brought up 9/11 twice, which was pretty wild for a video games conference. But it made sense in the context of it. But the fact that 9/11 was brought up twice it's just wild.
It's really wild.
And the director's cut is essentially, it's a director's cut, even though Kojima directed the first game in the first place, and that was his cut at the end of it. I don't understand how that works, but we're getting more story. We're getting more.
Extra director's cut. Yeah.
Maybe we're going to have the final Norman Reedus foot-sucking scene from the... It's the BTs. It's the BTs. The big BT well sucks your feet. That's all I know about the director's cut. This is canon.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
But they showed it off by... it looked like a hidden facility underground, and they teased it with a Metal Gear Solid reference where Norman got into a box, and once he did, he's like, all right, I'm in this box, and he put it back on the shelf. And a lot of people on Twitter I saw were talking about how it's Kojima's way of saying Metal Gear was in the past and it's time to put it on the shelf and move on to something else. And I thought, yeah, that sounds about right, but I just don't see Kojima putting down like the type of gameplay that was in Metal Gear franchise.
Yeah, I mean, as a whole, as a franchise, as an IP, he just has to, like you said, shelve it, put it back behind him. But then you have the lunatics who are like, oh, he's going to make another Metal Gear.
I don't think there's going to be another Kojima-led one. There probably will be another Metal Gear game because that's just how it works.
I don't believe that. I think Konami is just sitting on shit.
All I know is I'm getting high off gas fumes right now.
It's
not really. It just...
No, you can smell the gas, the cut grass.
Shit, where am I at? Okay, but Death Stranding, Director's Cut, I'm very interested in it. I don't know exactly what they could add or change because I thought it was pretty perfect as is. Add another 30 minutes to the credit sequence, which is already like 3 hours. I'll take it.
And it's coming to PS5, right?
Yeah, it's not exclusive, I don't think. It's just going to be first on PS5.
Yeah. So that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. It'll, yeah, you get. I never completed it originally, so I guess this will be a good way to like get back on it.
And I would say, you know what? If you haven't played Death Stranding yet, just wait for this one because I bet it's going to have the original story and more. I don't think they're going to cut much if they do cut anything.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what exactly is going to be in there.
Jonathan just walked in the room with clippers that are very menacing.
They're also bloody.
Yeah, I had to kill someone.
Oh no!
In a video game. I apologize. Your car accidentally got covered in a lot of
Oh
grass.
fuck! No, that's fine.
No, I took your car for a test drive and wrecked the fuck out.
When you came by the window cutting grass, it just smashed the window with grass.
Yeah.
It was just bashing it.
Yep.
I was worried that you're going to say, I'm sorry, but I just dented the fuck out of your car.
I'm sorry, I threw all the rocks.
Yeah, okay, it's fine. So yeah, now we're on to
the next thing, which I think is pretty funny, the description of it.
Yeah.
But Jonathan, you
bitch. You son of a bastard.
But the next thing is from Amazon's video game studios, Lost Ark. It's an MMO from Jeff Bezos himself.
That's the note Tanner put.
Before he kills himself by launching him on the moon, he decided to give us another MMO that's going to die off in a month. I'm so thankful. Thankful.
Thank you, Bezos. Thank you so much. It's what we needed.
Please don't execute me in 10 years when you own everything. But yeah, that's Lost Ark. I don't give a shit. Do you care? No one cares.
I didn't even see it. So
yeah, it just looked like another fantasy game.
So
Sable was there as well. Sable looked fucking fantastic still. We saw it at like 2019 E3. I think that's when it was revealed. And then we got revealed that Japanese Breakfast was doing at least a song for it, or maybe the whole soundtrack. I can't remember.
At the time, it was, I think a song was teased, but then it was revealed that she was doing the whole soundtrack.
Okay, yeah.
But then, as we learn out, that it was solely composed and produced by Japanese Breakfast, which is fucking awesome.
Yeah, and the live performance by what's her name?
Michelle's Honor.
Michelle's Honor of Glider was fucking beautiful. I think her new album just came out.
Jubilee, yep.
I haven't listened to it yet, but I'm very excited to do so.
I know, I need to listen to it. It came out June 4th, and then also back in April, she had a book come out. It's a memoir.
And it got turned in, or it's getting turned into.
It's getting turned into. It's got a movie deal by MGM. It's Crying in H Mart. Go if you want. You can go read the essay. I think it's the New Yorker. I'm sorry, I don't remember, but maybe check out the book because I hear great things. The essay was absolutely just beautiful. It was emotional, and I support her 100%. So go get her stuff.
Yeah, go play Sable.
Yeah, or when it comes out
on Game Pass day one.
Day one, and coming to Steam. It will release September 23rd this year. Also, something else too I've been meaning to mention is that the style, it reminds me of his Mobius's art. Really, Mobius.
I don't know that.
If you get a chance, look them up. Really good, fantastic art style. Yeah, if you're, I mean, I don't know. I'm so used to people knowing Mobius.
I don't know what the fuck that
no,
is.
No, I'm just kidding. No, if you get a chance, look at Mobius's art. It's really cool. It's really cool.
Yeah, Sable looks amazing.
Yep.
On to the next thing. Now that we've covered the baby shit, let's get into the real good, cool shit.
Yep.
And that is the Among Us Sussy Baka hide and seek mode. Tanner wrote that in.
Tanner did?
Tanner.
Okay.
I'm assuming Tanner. Did you write that in?
Nope.
Okay. Well, it's Among Us is getting a new game mode. It's got the hide and seek mode. I don't care. I don't play Among Us, but I think it's funny to say amongstly suspicious.
Sussy Baka.
And Jeff Keighley's head came back for E3.
Oh yeah, you can get that. So
yeah, as Among Us, Solar Ash came back as well, which has been shown at, or I think it was first shown at Sony's thing one year.
Yeah.
And then they just decided to show it here as well. It fucking looks great still. It looks the same. It looks like it'd be great.
It's I guess from what I looked at, this is essentially like a gameplay reveal because I think
they showed gameplay already.
Okay.
They're just showing more of it. I think it's
because
they didn't even give us a release date. They just said 2021.
Yeah, because when there was an introduction trailer that was shown last year during the summer. That got me hyped.
We saw it at the Game Awards. That's when we saw more gameplay.
Did we? Okay.
Yeah.
This game is made by Heart Machine, which were the same company that made Hyper Light Drifter, and it's being published by Annapurna Interactive, which they have something in July, and that game's going to be there as well. It's PlayStation console exclusive. It was specifically when they had their PlayStation 5 thing, it was also shown for that to kind of show kind of the hardware. It looks still gorgeous, fun, great, amazing. I'm gonna buy it.
Yeah, I'm really excited.
I wish we just got a release date because, like you said, it just said 2021, and it's like we're in 2021. What does that mean?
Yeah, I'll take it whenever it comes out. But next on the list is Planet of Lana, which is a very beautiful, looks hand-painted game.
Oh no, it's for real hand-painted.
Oh, it is hand. Oh,
yeah, in the trailer they straight up say this is a hand-painted journey or game. And it's straight up hand-painted, and it looks gorgeous.
It looks great. It looks like it's going to be mixing some spaceship with some kind of fantasy stuff.
It's supposed to be like a sci-fi epic.
It looks great.
Yeah, and part it's not a subtitle, but in the trailer, it says it's an off-Earth odyssey, which is interesting.
I imagine you'll be bouncing planet to planet.
Yeah, no. In the description, it says it's going to take place across several planets, across centuries.
Okay.
So it's going to be... I'm excited. It's coming to Xbox and Steam. And the release time frame they gave us is 2022.
Yeah, which... That's a whole fucking year. Up next, we have the announcement of a new studio, which is I think it's a mixture of old studios because they made games like Warband, Payday, and I think they announced Payday 3 as well.
Yeah, they kind of dropped that, on us. I see. When we watched this, I don't remember anything from it. I try to
It's Prime Matter. That's the dev. I think
that's the
Koch
dev,
Media is
but
the overall.
Koch Media, yeah, Koch. I don't know how to say that.
Heckler and Koch is what I
Koch.
remember.
They're the ones. They own him. They own Prime Matter, and then there was this whole thing where they were just showing random games, and one of them, it was just kind of thrown in there was Payday 3, and then I did see there was a whole segment later where they were talking about Payday 3. I mean, Payday game.
Yeah, but that's it. They I didn't see this one, apparently.
What?
Oh, shit. Yes, I did. And next on the list is the Anacrusis. It's one of the two games being held by former Left 4 Dead devs. I don't understand how they showed this, and it's got a fall 2021 release date.
If you get a chance, there is a 4K announcement trailer out. Go watch it.
Honestly, you don't have to watch it in 4K because it looks...
No, watch it in 4K.
I mean, sure. It doesn't look great.
It doesn't look great. It's so funny because it says 4K. I'm like, it looks... What does 4K do?
It's a zombie... It's not zombie.
Alien, but horde kind of style.
Yes, but all the aliens have the same exact design, and the game runs at 20 FPS.
And it looks like alpha footage. And
it looks like pre-alpha.
It looks pre-alpha, and they put this out they put out the first trailer, not this year, but I want to say last year, and then there was a follow up during the Summer Games events, and it looks bad. It just looks bad. It's coming to Xbox Game Pass and
that's
Epic
probably
Game
how
Store.
I'll check it out if I do check it out.
I mean, if you do, because Jesus Christ, it just looks not good, and yeah, I don't.
We even have a note that says "looks bad."
Yeah, I put that there.
Okay.
Because I was this is the second time I watched it. I'm just it looks. No, I think the trailer I even saw was just the same thing. It was just the same trailer they showed last time, and it just looks. It doesn't look good. It does not look good. Now to something that is good.
Yeah, and we've got the Dark Picture Anthology's House of Ashes, which is the third in the House of Ashes series. I don't know how many they're gonna.
Dark and Picture Anthology series. You said House of Ashes
that's
series.
My bad. Dark Picture series, and I don't know how they're gonna do it now. But I remember originally when the Dark Picture stuff was announced, they were gonna do 9 games over 9 years or some shit. That was when it was first announced.
Yeah.
But that was they said it's going to be a yearly thing. It's going to be a yearly thing. And it wasn't. What was the first game? Man of Medan, was it? Man of Medan came out. I think it was 2 years before Little Hope came out.
Yep.
And then now it's going to be 1 year later since Little Hope, which maybe we can get on a roll again. It'd be cool because these games are fun as shit.
These games are good. If you played, this is made by Supermassive Games. They made Until Dawn. And if you played Until Dawn, I think check this anthology out.
If you liked Until Dawn.
If you liked Until Dawn, which if you didn't, then I'm sorry. Because Until Dawn was so fun.
Yeah,
and
play with a friend.
Play with friends. Multiple. And then honestly, with Until Dawn, I think they saw how many people were playing with friends, because now the anthology series is hey, play with more friends. Let's keep this going. They have a specific mode where you can pass the controller or where you can play. It's made to be played with friends. It's a fun little horror series. And then, so what they did with each game is at the very end, they would show a little sneak peek of the next game. And then, so whenever House of Ashes, we saw this, we were so fucking excited. And then, got official trailer and then got another one for this as well. There's also a studio interview for it that I want to check out, because there was some interesting stuff that talks about the story for this one, and we got an official release date, October 7th, 2021.
Yeah. I'm very excited. I mean, we're probably not going to wait till Halloween weekend, but
No way.
I'm very excited.
I'm very
Wenzel,
excited.
Not every release, but we wait a little bit for Man and Medan. Wenzel and I played through them. They're fun as fuck. Just like harassing the other person through your choices is very fun.
It's so fun, and it's just this like because like when you're playing on because you can play online co-op and
Or you can play in the same room.
you can play in the
It's
same
up to
room
you.
again with that mode. I think it's called theater mode or something. Yeah, we'll be playing as two different characters, and then I'll be sitting there, and Colt sees something completely different, and he'll scream, and I'll be like, what? And then I'll see the same thing or something else, and then it'll just be back and forth. And then when we're having to make decisions, it's like, what'd you do? Because like some of the stuff in the past two games is like really a lot of psychological horror, so you have to be weary when it comes to making decisions.
Yeah, which is strange considering there's mostly psychological stuff in past games. I don't know how they're going to do it.
I don't know how they're going to do it
because they straight up showed Pazuzu.
Because this takes place in 2003 Iraq during the war, and you play as soldiers searching for chemical weapons, and that's something I
I guess you can have chemicals,
but
that's the first.
Okay,
that's something else.
Okay, no, but the thing is that like these soldiers fall into ancient like Babylonian ruins,
And there was a straight up statue of Pazuzu.
yeah, and
which
like
I know that 'cause
and
of
then
gorillas.
in the trailer we see Pazuzu, which I wish they wouldn't have shown us the monster, but whatever.
I bet he's not the only one.
I hope not. No, something I saw was that somebody in a comment about the interview was talking about this. They said that one of the devs said that Pazuzu, this one is an actual monster.
Okay.
It'll be legit.
Yeah,
So I'm curious what they're doing exactly. Yeah. So this is coming to PS5 as well. So we'll be playing on that on the
Get that
next
60 FPS,
Nice.
4K.
current gen hardware.
It's gonna be so sexy, man. We honestly need to go back and replay the first two games.
Yeah.
Because I just remember the gist. It'd probably be fun just to play your characters and you play my characters.
Yeah.
Because you can get a few playthroughs out of that shit.
Yeah. Oh, I will say though, I remember when we were done playing Little Hope, the whatever the guy's name is, the curator.
That's the curator. Yeah.
He was in Until Dawn, and he's in these games, and the way he talked towards the end of Little Hope was like, we're getting close to
the end.
and I'm like, and that's why it was really when you reminded me of the 9 games, I was really sad. I was like, holy shit, like that would be awesome.
Yeah, I honestly think we're gonna have House of Ashes.
And then I think
Then we're gonna have a big finale.
I think we're gonna have one more. Yeah.
And I think the finale game will be like a full $60 release because it'll be longer. It'll have more content. Because Man of Medan, Little Hope are like $30 games. It's not bad at all. I'm very glad. And it's like playing a 5-hour movie.
Yeah. No, we would just dedicate a night to it. We'd probably start around like 9 and get done around like 1.
Yeah, it's a very fun experience.
Yeah.
Give it a go. If you like horror games, give it a go.
Yep.
But you have anything else on Dark Pictures, House of Ashes?
No, just excited.
Very excited. And then we got a new studio. This is pretty big, actually. Deviation Games, and they are going to be working, or they're mostly going to be partnering up with PlayStation.
For something.
So PlayStation's going to be funding the shit out of them. They got the big money.
Yep.
PlayStation usually doesn't play games with their partner studios, so it's probably going to be some high-quality shit.
Yeah, no,
And it's like veteran developers from the Call of Duty Zombies team.
Yeah, Jason Blundell, he's the director, and he was best known for his work on Call of Duty Black Ops 1 and 2.
Yeah, and he worked on up to Cold War.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. It's just that, like, I think that's where he received the most, like, praise and stuff was, like, Black Ops 1 and 2. And specifically, he, like, did a lot of the story for 2. I think that's where they kind of like throw a lot of praise at him for. So I'm excited, but also I'm nervous because I feel like they're hyping up so much, and then it just might be lackluster.
Yeah, it sounds like Sony's going all in on something that they showed exactly nothing.
They showed nothing. It was just like they're like, hey, new studio, we're working with PlayStation, or we're working to put something on PlayStation. So I mean, I don't want to be pessimistic, but.
We'll wait until they release a trailer. I'm not going to talk shit until we get some kind of trailer or gameplay.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's Deviation Games. And up next on the list, we got Evil Dead the game. They revealed this, I think, at the Game Awards last year.
Yes.
And it looked like when it was first shown off, I thought it would be a Friday the 13th clone.
Yep.
It kind of is, but it's got PvE.
It's got PvE, and it looks kind of fun.
It does look pretty, especially the PvE part. I don't care for the being hunted by this big monster creature stuff. So if I were to play it, I'd avoid that mode completely. But the PvE stuff looks neat. They got fucking all these Evil Dead characters. I've only seen the first movie, but it seems pretty cool. They got the Knight. They got Chainsaw Handman, Groovy,
Bruce Campbell,
Sam.
Or no, Ash.
Fuck.
I don't want.
You were feeding me that false intro.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Yeah, Ash. And I forget too that like the remake Evil Dead also. Her name is Ash. Is she in there?
I don't know. Probably. If not, at launch DLC.
They have one of the fucking Deadites as well. That was something that was at the end. It showed the Deadite like general whatever being like a big baddie.
All I know is it made me want to watch Evil Dead because I've always heard good things about it, especially This Is My Boomstick.
Yeah.
And then the chainsaw hand, I've always known. There's an action figure right next to me with it.
Yeah.
It just seems like some cool shit. I just remember the first movie being... It had stuff in it that I didn't really like.
Yeah.
Because it seemed like a generic zombie-type movie, and then it had a tree scene that I didn't care for.
Mm. The first two movies are kind of like...
Which one's the one where they go back in time?
Army of Darkness.
Is that the second one?
No, that's like the third or... fourth.
I want to watch it.
It's been a bit.
Way.
Like Army of Darkness is pretty much like a huge kind of spin-off because there's Evil Dead 1 and 2. Is there an Evil Dead 3? I don't remember.
I think Army of Darkness might be the third one. I know there's a lot of Evil Deads, and there's the Evil Dead TV show that was apparently really good. And then it ended on a huge cliffhanger.
Okay, Army of Darkness is the third one. Yeah.
Okay.
It's been a while. Army of Darkness was just kind of like a... It was more on the silly side. It was fun, though.
Yeah.
Evil Dead, both movies are kind of like wacky, silly, but like they're also very dark and very grotesque because a lot of the shit that happens. I mean, fuck, he has a chainsaw. And
that's dark, grotesque. I think it's badass.
Oh no, it's badass. It's just like how they got to that point, you know.
And another fun fact here is that when Kentaro Miura was writing Berserk, he went and saw. Army of Darkness with the chainsaw hand.
Oh, fuck.
And then he's worried that people would see that and be like, oh, shit, that's pretty similar to my main character in Berserk, Guts.
That's funny,
And he's worried that people would accuse him of stealing content.
Yeah.
So that's a fun little thing I saw whenever Mira died.
Yeah, that was fun. So sad.
But, Evil Dead.
Yep, coming to all current gen consoles and last gen, so.
Don't know how...
Oh, it's supposed to come out also this year.
Yeah,
so.
I imagine Halloween-ish. It's a perfect Halloween game.
Yeah, if it actually comes out.
Up next on the list is Dying Light 2, which we've been seeing gameplay on and off for however many years. Still looks fun as fuck. It's Dying Light, more parkour, more zombie variants.
Yep.
We didn't really go outside at night in the first game.
Nope, we did not.
Even though we pumped so many hours into it, we did not like to go outside. Whenever it was nighttime, we said, go to bed, we're going to sleep.
Yep.
We will not deal with that.
Yeah, because at night, you'd have these zombie variants called volatiles, and they would just fucking swarm you.
And they'd scream so loud.
They would scream, and they look so terrifying. We would, if we did night runs, they were very rare, and they would have to be for something very important or maybe story related.
I bring this up mainly because seeing all these new volatiles makes me really want to go on night runs.
Yeah, it makes me so excited because there's like a bunch of different variants now. They've evolved, so there's just not the regular volatiles. There's all these different kinds, and it looks so cool with like again the parkour, the crafting, just the weapons. Oh, yeah, I'm excited.
It's another Dying Light experience. Yeah. On new gen, I'm so fucking ready
new
for
gen,
it.
And this is the time where we got an official release date and an official story trailer. So the release date December 7th this year. Really excited for that.
Can't come soon enough.
Yep.
And then
I don't know. This next one's kind of an indie, tiny little thing. I don't know if anybody would be excited for it.
I'm gonna go ahead and spoil. This is my favorite thing of the whole week. weekend / the event, and it was the fucking first show of the E3 special. Oh my god, they showed gameplay story trailer for fucking Elden Ring. Let me tell you about how I stood up. Even though I'm currently in a whole lot of pain due to sciatic nerve shit, I stood up and I started hooting, hollering, and moving around my room. I started just jumping up and down, raising my hands to the sky, thanking the Lord. It was a beautiful experience. I'm so happy that we got this.
Yeah, man. It's we've been begging, hoping, praying that we would get Elden Ring.
We're not religious people. It's just that if Elden Ring comes up, it's God's real.
If you listen to the pre-show, you would know that we were hoping for Elden Ring, just something, and we just got everything pretty much. We just got a short
this is all I need. This is the bare minimum that I need to be excited and hold me over.
No, we just got like a 3-4 minute maybe trailer of just random gameplay bits, story, and that's all we needed. There's a 4K gameplay trailer available. Go watch it. It's awesome if you love the Souls series.
And go watch it like 15 times.
Yeah, because I've
seen it upwards of 20.
With them, in their presence, with the lads, I've watched it probably 4 or 5 times, and then by myself, I've watched it a total like 15 times. It's just so good. Like, we've been waiting like so long, because we just got that one little teaser, and then that's it.
Yeah, and then not only did we get this beautiful trailer, we also got a very lengthy interview from Miyazaki.
Yeah.
And he actually gave us a lot of details about the game, which was a lot of comforting stuff. I had a lot of concerns when it comes to Elden Ring. I was worried it wouldn't be like the normal Dark Souls experience, as in you can't summon. It'd be cool if they just remove invasions entirely, but you just can't summon friends to play co-op.
Yeah.
But he eased that fear. He talked about how you can do multiplayer, and also there's a certain part of the game where you can get the spirits of the enemies you've slain and bring them to help you in battle. So you got Pokemon aspects going into this shit.
Yep. Yeah, it's pretty wild. Just watch the trailer. Just itself is wild. Like, we see a fucking dragon throw lightning.
It catches lightning.
Catches it and it summons it. Pretty much, we see like a tiger knight, a wolf knight,
which is a beautiful homage to Berserk.
A fucking some kind of hand monster. Again, hands.
Multiple hand monsters.
Yes. I think a cyclops. It looks because there's just that one eye that opens.
A centipede king thing.
Oh, fucking a giant running floating deer.
Fuck,
glowing deer.
We got Norse mythology in this bitch. It's mostly Norse, English type thing. It's FromSoft. That's their specialty.
Yeah,
they've never really delved into Norse. Really, it's been like small.
Well, they've been like it's very small and kind of here and there because like with Bloodborne and even Dark Souls, you didn't really see it until like Dark Souls 3. They did they had little runes.
Yeah, and
rune
then
stones.
they had Viking armor and Viking enemies you could fight.
Yeah, in Dark Souls 3 DLC. Yeah, this trailer was hype as fuck. Like I'm ready to get my ass beaten again.
Dude, I'm so excited.
We've been playing Dark Souls 3 and that's just been tough.
Yeah, and since Wenzel and I do a thing where he helps me, I help him, he helps me, back and forth, it makes the gameplay length, it doubles it.
Yep.
But I'm so okay with that because it's so fucking fun to do it.
Yeah.
The only downside is people coming in and just
people
smashing
invading.
my nuts and just running away.
Yeah, that's the big thing that we're just not ready for. It's just invasions.
I mean, I'll be able to deal with it. I think Dark Souls games, invasions are way easier to deal with at launch because you have the noob people and the people that don't play as much.
Yeah.
But like going into Dark Souls 3 with all the DLC now, you're playing with nothing but sweats. They've been playing this game for 5-6 years at this point.
This is their Call of Duty. They've already gotten all of the items for the Covenants and stuff. They've already platinumed it, but they still play it. They still play it,
and they will fucking come in your house, get 2 very big history books, and just smash your fucking nuts in it.
Yeah, and then as you're on the ground crying and begging for mercy, they'll find 2 large rocks and then smash your head in.
Exactly like that. I imagine Invasions will be back. I'll deal with it.
I'll deal with it, yeah. But I'm excited because it's not like Sekiro. You can customize your character and stuff. You know, character creator and stuff like that. Really. Also, we get a fucking horse.
Yeah, you get a horse. It's really cool, but sadly, you can't ride horses in multiplayer.
But that's fine.
Yeah, I don't care.
It will be cooler, like, whenever... You're probably going to get, like, solo sections where you have to ride it.
Yeah.
I imagine this map's going to be fucking huge.
Yeah, he said that there's 6 areas... And there's one main hub, and it's got 6 areas that you can choose which one you go to. So it's like Demon Souls in the way that you go into the main hub, and then you have these archstones that you can go to and choose where you go.
Yeah. Man, this just... Yeah, I'm so excited for this. Because, like, now... Because, like, I don't want to say we've been in a FromSoft drought.
It's just that Sekiro was good,
and then
but
Demon
it just
Souls
wasn't what I wanted.
And then Demon Souls.
Demon Souls was also good. It's just that
was also Blue Point, I think.
It's just it was a remaster of a 10-year-old game, and it had some bullshit mechanics that were fixed in Dark Souls 1 immediately.
Yeah, I don't know why they stuck to those. I guess they wanted to be faithful, whatever. Fuck
be
being
faithful to these nuts.
Yeah!
I hated the ability.
I know.
Wenzel and I trying to play together, we lost so many, what was it? Blue eye stones or whatever?
Yeah.
We lost so many of those fucking stones to one guy that invaded us on 3 separate fucking days in 3 different separate areas. I don't know how he did it. He found us and he smashed us. And on one day, he invaded us like 4 times.
I'd like to believe he was in another dimension, and he was just traveling the dimensions to find us.
It's like that one guy that Thanos hates, and every year on his birthday, he comes and just fucks with him.
Yeah, it's exactly that.
It was fucking hell. But yeah, Elden Ring looks awesome.
It looks great. Comes out January 19th, 2022.
Which is so soon.
Sooner than I was expecting, but I'll fucking take it.
Like... I was expecting maybe 2023. I didn't expect it at all this year, trailer-wise. I was expecting a trailer next year.
Yeah.
But I'm super glad we got it. George R.R. Martin woke up for once and said, fuck, here's an outline. Do whatever you want with it.
Also, for the person who on Reset Era said this isn't Miyazaki-esque, you're a fucking idiot.
They were thinking it was a Hayao Miyazaki
from
thing.
the Studio Ghibli.
It's
that doesn't make any sense. Why you would fucking even what?
This Miyazaki, I can't remember. Hidetaka, is it?
Hidetaka
Miyazaki's art or his work is violent, gruesome, and he loves the pain. He loves.
That was something. It was said that he loves pain.
I don't know if he likes it receiving it or dealing it more.
I think I can't remember.
He just loves pain.
He's a piece of shit. I love his games though.
Yeah, I love his game and him because he makes my favorite fucking games to play.
Yeah, and he gets huge inspirations from on the
best mangas of all time.
Yeah.
Berserk. I forgot to say. He said it's going to take 30 hours to beat. He said it takes him 30 hours to go through the entire story, which he is a From Software guy. So I imagine for the average person, it'll probably take 40 hours, 40 to 50. And if you're doing what Wenzel and I do, where we swap helping each other, it'll probably take us over 100 hours to fucking beat.
Yeah, but I mean that's not a bad thing. We like to get as much content out of it as possible.
I get so sad whenever we're almost through with our Dark Souls 3 playthrough. I'm kind of sad because I want more. I want more to kill.
Yeah.
Hey, whatever. I'll take it in.
I mean, we're also kind of still milking it because we're trying to get the platinum for it. So
it's just that you have to get every fucking ring plus. Stupid.
It's so dumb, but whatever. All right.
But yeah, that's
Summer Games Fest. So
up next on the list is the Wholesome Direct. This was one I was kind of passive watching because we had just gotten food. Whenever we were watching it, I was just eating chicken tenders in the corner, just moaning, like but in pain and in pleasure. So I missed some of it. We'll just go through on here and name some stuff and see if I can remember anything.
This was a lot of stuff that Tanner did enjoy. Because I did send him some stuff that he added for me, but this is mostly what Tanner saw, and I saw these too, so
I did see some of these.
I'm in agreement, so yeah.
First on the list, we got Snacko. It's a cat farming sim with 2 kitties. I don't know what the fuck that means.
I don't know what that means.
I just remember it was a cat farming sim.
I watched the trailer, and I'm like, where is the second kitty?
Yeah, what is he fucking talking about?
I mean, I know there was another animal that the kitty you play as talks to, but that's kind of it. Anyway, it looks fun.
It looks cute. It's a wholesome game.
Yeah.
Up next on the list, we got Lake. It's a mail delivering game. It's Death Stranding 2. I think it looks really cool. It's set in like what looks to be Oregon-ish, West Coast shit. It's got trees, lakes, Twin Peaks.
I with the lake, I might have assumed it would have been
Michigan,
Great Lakes area. Yeah.
Yeah.
It could be, or it could be Pacific. North.
It's a beautiful looking game. It looks like something Life is Strange-ish.
Yeah.
But without the traumatizing stuff. It looks more wholesome.
Yeah, it's just the premise was this woman who works in the city moves back to her hometown to be a mail person for 2 weeks as like kind of like a vacation sort of.
Yeah, and you talk to and know.
You get to know the townspeople and stuff, and there's like. You get to unravel more and more about the townspeople and secrets and stuff like that. It's not, you will be delivering mail, but there's more to it than just that. But that's kind of like the big thing about it. Also, I should say, Snacko is coming to Switch and PC in 2022, but Lake is releasing on September 1st this year. It's coming to Xbox, Steam, and the Epic Games Store, so that's something to look forward to.
Next on the list, though, is Yokai Inn. This is one game I actually am really interested in. It's very pretty. It's got a pixelated art style. It's a slice of life sim game inspired by Studio Ghibli, Harvest Moon, and Animal Crossing. Hearing that, if you're into those kinds of games, that should just immediately be like, I'm in.
Yeah.
You don't have to do anything else.
When you watch the trailer for it, it's like very autumn, warm colors.
Mm-hmm. It feels comfortable.
Yeah. It's like 50 seconds long, but it's just so nice. That's kind of all we got from that. There is a Kickstarter campaign coming very soon for it because this was I think its first announcement. This was its first reveal.
I imagine it's going to be 2-3 years before we see the final product, and I don't know how close it'll look to this, but the stuff they showed to get people in on that Kickstarter looked pretty damn good. Yeah,
I hope so. I hope it sticks to that.
Next on the list, Tanner was like, put this on the list. I need you guys to talk about this. Please talk about this.
Yeah.
It's a hot pot for one. And a first note up here says, mention this for me. Tanner says this. It looks rad and is out now on Steam.
He originally just mentioned this for me. It looks rad and out on Steam. I put the Tanner part in there to be like, yeah, Tanner said this, little fucker.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The little blurb that if you look at it on the Steam page or whatever is, you are alone on a cold Christmas night, stuck at home in a foreign country. You get through it by cooking a hot dish intended for 6 people. You can get it on Steam right now. I mean, it's just kind of like a first-person, simulate, kind of like a simulator, not a simulator. You play as, you just kind of make a hot pot. You make a hot pot,
but without the fun part.
I
mean, it sounds cool. But when it comes to hot pot, when I'm making it, that's the worst part. But it's still fun. But I mean,
this is that without the burning.
But I like the feeling of my skin melting as I dip my fingers in there, trying to figure out where'd my fucking beef go.
Okay, why would you put your fingers in there? You had a little thing.
I don't need fucking anything.
That is a lie. He's always used the little grabbers. He would burn his fingers.
Come on, bro. Why'd you fucking snitch?
Anyway, I've actually seen that's gotten pretty good reviews. People really like it.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like something, if you're into games like that, like Cooking Mama.
Yeah, sure.
You'll probably like it.
Yeah.
Now I have to click on this and watch a little bit of the trailer to see if I remember it.
Okay.
I'm not playing the audio, but... Okay. Up next on the list, we have We Are OFK. It's a rhythm game where you are the pop group. I feel like we saw this before.
It was at Game Awards.
Okay.
They did a little performance. I remember we both thought it was like some other game. It has like some robots who are kind of like a like a BTS kind of group. That's what we thought, but it's not that. It's as Colt just said. We kind of follow these this group and their music careers and their struggles in and out of the industry and their personal lives. So we got a story reveal trailer for that. You have dialogue options and stuff, but other than that, we don't really have much else, I don't think.
Yeah, I mean, it seems cool.
I mean, they have there's a website for them, and I think you can listen to one of their songs. It's on streaming services. We don't know when it's going to come out, but it's coming to Steam. I'm interested in it, and I hope it comes to console.
Yeah, it'd be cool to have on console. But I feel like most of these games are not really going to come to console.
Yeah, that's what makes me sad. Except for this next game.
Yeah, the next game is actually really happy. Well, all of these are happy. It's a Wholesome Direct.
It was the Wholesome Direct, so.
We have Kiwi, spelt Keywe.
Yep.
And it's a game where you play as two Kiwis, the birds. Or you play as the birds, right?
Yeah, you play as the birds.
I was
Their
just
names...
making sure you're not playing as Kiwis, the fruit.
No, you're playing as the birds, Jeff and Deborah, and you work at a post office.
It just looks like wholesome fun.
It looks so fun. It's coming to current gen consoles on August 31st of this year. I'm so excited for it. I remember I just saw a random ad for it on Instagram, and I was like, whoa. No, Twitter. It was on Twitter. I was like, whoa, dude. And I shared it immediately. I was like, I love this. I
hope it has like some sort of online multiplayer. I doubt it.
No, I think it's co-op. Jeff and Deborah.
I know, but like, I want it to be online.
Yeah. No, there's just some fun stuff. I think there's an octopus who works there with you. You have fucking the big birds come in. It's just a whole lot of wholesome fun working at a post office.
Yeah, it looks good. Next on the list, we got the Gecko Gods. This was when I was moaning in the corner, so I do not remember.
I got you.
I just remember Wenzel saying, "I'm a Gecko God." That's all.
Yeah. It just starts off with this like nice, very kind of summer vibe, kind of cool scenery. It looks kind of shell shaded, but like you play as a little gecko, and you kind of just we don't really know much about it honestly because it just shows a little gecko. The movements seem really natural, like a gecko. I'm really just fascinated by the fact that they got that right, and you kind of just solve puzzles and make your way through some kind of like ancient like temple or something. It's simple, charming, really good vibes from it.
I get to play as a gecko again for the first time in 20 years since Gex.
It's
been so fucking long.
But in this case, it's just you're just a gecko. We don't know when it's coming out, but it's coming to Steam. I hope it comes to consoles. I know I keep saying that, but I really do. I think maybe I could play some of these games on my current laptop, but I just really want to have, like, if it's on PlayStation or Xbox, I just kind of want to have them and, like, kind of there, but we'll see.
But next on the list, we have Bear and Breakfast. It's coming to the Nintendo Switch.
Yep.
And I remember it vaguely. It looks like, it doesn't play like it. It looks like Don't Starve visually. And you play as a cute bear designing your home pretty much in the woods.
Yeah, it's kind of like you're working on like you're designing your home, your house, the kind of the area, like it's like I don't want to say it's like a campground but it's like a small little, because you can interact with like several of the different neighbors, wildlife. Yes, because there was the trailer that we got was a story teaser trailer and introduced characters. This very cute little old lady, and so we get a lot of different stuff in there. And it also looks like it has a little dark side, because at the very end you see there's some kind of monster.
You see bloodshed. You see the gun.
It's not what we see.
You see the flare of the muzzle.
It's coming to Switch and Steam. We don't know when, but yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, and then next on the list, something I actually.
Oh, wait a minute! Are you making a B&B a bed and breakfast? Is that what you're
Okay,
doing?
that's
Jesus
probably-
fucking
I
Christ.
don't know why it took me so
I don't know
long.
why. I was like, I
Okay.
cannot remember what he's doing. Okay, sorry. Bear and breakfast.
You can see that we definitely rewatched the trailer after we saw it for the first time, right? No. But hey, the next thing on the list is a game that I was actually looking up from my food, and I was like, okay. And it's called Paparazzi. Paparazzi is a dog photography game similar to, say, Pokemon Snap, but it seems more so like Bugsnax in a way. Because people forget, Bugsnax is kind of a photography game.
Yeah, you have to...
You have to take pictures of the species.
Yeah, okay. Sorry. It's been a while. As soon as I got done with it, I put it down.
I mean, that's how games
Yeah,
work.
sorry. I completed it fully. Yeah. You just kind of go around the city photographing dogs. It's kind of like a stylized, I don't know. Nothing is,
What?
I'm trying to think like how you describe the aesthetic. It's just kind of,
It's not. It's like it doesn't have lines in a way.
hold on.
I can't remember.
You know what? I'll just look it up. Maybe somebody will have a better word than I have come up with.
I can't.
First-person photographer actions. Discover all new dogs and activities as you run, jump, and interact with the world.
But the style looks great. It looks beautiful, and you get dogs doing funny shit in funny situations. You see them eating in front of a diner, and you see them
Wear
doing
sunglasses,
things.
wear hats. Yeah, it's just kind of, I don't know how to describe this. It's not like we say, because I say this because I don't want people to think like, oh, you're photographing dogs. It's just like realistic, like, no. It's like kind of cartoony, just stylized. It's a stylized little game. Kind of reminds me of, well, actually the best way to describe it is kind of reminds me of Bugsnax. Yeah, looks fun. It said it's coming soon, but only to PC. The trailer that was put out for it was greetings from Metropolis.
So it's the dog city, the perfect city.
Yeah, kind of. It's just nothing but dogs.
Yeah, well, that's Paparazzi. Next on the list, we have Frog Song, which is a fun, cute little adventure game where you play as a little frog smacking shit.
Yeah.
It just seems fun.
Another, like, when I saw it, I think what really got me was the art style. I don't know. I really like it. I really, really, really like a cutesy kind of, again, another stylized game. Something about it, I can't remember who it reminds me of, but I really liked it. It looks fun, too. There's a Kickstarter out for it right now. They have 25 days left to reach their goal, and if you look at it and you're interested, then maybe go support that. I might do that. If it's fully funded, it will come out in 2022.
Which is not that long away.
Nope. And I hope it comes to consoles. Please, God, let some of these come to consoles.
Last on the list. I'm waiting for the ad to end. I'm trying to watch the gameplay.
Last on the list, it's Fire Tonight. This is a game where you play as...
Okay, I see now. You play as, like, either this guy or this girl.
Yeah, I think it kind of, like, swaps between them.
Yeah, and it's got, like, different perspectives.
Yeah, because what happens...
I don't know how to describe this.
It's a story. It's a definitely, like, it's story focused. What happens is both the characters are talking on the phone, and then the power goes out, and for some reason there's these freak fires happening all over the city, and so you play as the girl. She's trying to make her way to the guy. Please, God, don't play. Sorry.
Also, I promise we have a better memory of future games. It's just that when this one was on, I was in a different zone. I was in the chicken tender zone, and when I'm there, I don't know what I'm doing.
I watched the trailer. Yeah, it's a narrative puzzle game about two people trying to find their way back together in a city on fire, literally on fire. It looks really fun. Yeah, Maya and Devin, that's their names. And that's coming out August 12th of this year to Switch and Steam.
Which is soon,
and I'll definitely pick that up on Switch. I love it reminds me of that fucking one game, After Party.
Yes, it does remind me of After Party too.
Wait, hold on. I want to see it. Did they make that?
I don't know.
I'm trying to look.
The font kind of reminds me of it as well.
Because the company is Reptoid Games. A lot of stuff happened upstairs. They did not make that. They made some game called Fossil Hunters. So
I do not know that one.
I don't know that one, but yeah, it looks cool.
Fire Tonight looked great. That's it for the Wholesome Direct.
Yep.
That's all the Wholesome Direct stuff.
It was a bunch of. It's a lot. You know, there was a lot of games. There was like what 70 something.
There were 75 games.
75 games. Those were just the ones that really stuck out to us. And yeah, it was a good time.
Yeah. Up next, we have the Ubisoft Forward event. I know this is a lot of people's least favorite when it comes to E3, but for me, I thought it was still pretty fun. It wasn't the greatest, but it had some pretty cool stuff shown. And first, we're going to start off with Far Cry 6, which was leaked at first, and I don't think it was supposed to be shown off. But because of that leak, they had to show it.
Yeah.
The next day, or however often, soon after it was. And with this trailer, we got to see a new companion. We've already got Chorizo, the dog in the little doggy wheelchair, and we've also got, can't remember his name, but it's a crocodile.
With a sports jacket.
With a sports jacket. And then now we have a fighting chicken. I don't know its name, but it looks pretty fucking sick.
I hope they call it Warcock.
I think
or Battlecock.
I think Battlecock would be good.
Yeah.
Far Cry 6 looks like a Far Cry game.
It still looks like a Far Cry game. Looks fun. You got a lot of batshit crazy gadgets and weapons, violence, gameplay. Got an evil ass villain,
Giancarlo looks fucking awesome.
God, he's so awesome.
The little scene we saw was actually pretty damn good. The way he talks to the people, he's like, "My child, what are you doing? I'm gonna kill everyone on this boat." But it was super cool when he did it. It wasn't like that.
No, it was exactly like that. No, there's even a fun little bit where in the Summer Games Fest, they did a little live session with Jeff Keighley and him, and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, and he brought up he brought up Hitler. So we had the two 9/11s from Kojima, and then we got Hitler from Giancarlo. This is a wild E3.
For context, he brought up Hitler because he was studying dictators to base his character
he
off
didn't just go like, "Hey, you remember that guy Hitler? That was fucking wild, huh? That was weird.
That was crazy, right? I mean, it was kind of crazy.
All right, back to Far Cry. That's what he did on the fucking event.
It was a lot of fun. And then they also showed a season pass trailer where you can play as the fucking villains, the three past villains.
Sick. I'm picturing it being like Blood Dragon, which that comes up in a second. I picture them being like short games like that instead of weird one mission DLCs like they had in Far Cry 5. Because you had one for Voss, you had one for Pagan Min, and you had one for Joseph Gordon. That's someone else.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt?
Yeah, it's Joseph Gordon-Levitt. No, It's the guy from Far Cry 5.
Yeah.
And it looks pretty fucking sick. In the trailer, you get to see Joseph smack someone up with a fucking Bible.
Yep. Oh, yeah!
And I'm so fucking ready. It looks like you're going to be playing as them in a hell situation.
It kind of looks like that, yeah. Well,
I mean, spoiler alert. In Far Cry. All right, spoiler for Far Cry. You kind of kill everyone.
Except not in 5.
Not in 5. That's a different situation.
That's a fucking weird situation.
I'm not going to spoil that, but if you want to get it spoiled, look it up. It's weird.
It's really weird. Look up the ending. The true ending, I think, or the good ending. I can't remember.
I mean, we kind of already have a continuation of that story in New Dawn.
Yeah, New Dawn, which New Dawn is canon.
Yeah, it's just... I don't know how exactly Far Cry 5 is connected to the other Far Cries.
The thing is, too, Far Cry 6 is weird because Far Cry 6 is like present day.
I don't know.
I don't know where it takes.
I would say alternate universe. It makes me feel better.
Yeah, sure. Also, Blood Dragon.
Blood Dragon's being remastered. It's called Far Cry 3. Blood Dragon.
Yep, they're bringing it to current gen, so that's cool.
So you get, I think the season pass is $50. You get all three of those DLCs, which are normally like $15 a pop, and then you get the Blood Dragon on top of it. It's a very good deal, especially if you're into Far Cry. If you're not into Far Cry, don't get it.
Don't get it. What are you doing?
Why are you getting the season pass? You don't even own the base.
Why are you buying? You don't even like Far Cry. Why are you buying it?
What's your problem?
Anyway, it comes out October 7th this year. Really excited.
Another great co-op game.
Yep. Oh, but I should say we're probably going to pause right here because we're over an hour.
Okay.
So
let's pause it.
Yeah. So Do I just stop it?
Up next on the list from Ubisoft is Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope, which is I don't know if it's a sequel, but it's another game.
Oh, it's a sequel. They said that.
Or it is a sequel. It's a sequel to Kingdom game. Yep. And it looks pretty damn good. It looks like the first game, but it's got more space-related stuff.
In this, Mario is a raving horn dog who wants to fuck Princess Peach Rabbit. Not the actual Princess Peach, but the Princess Peach Rabbit.
All right. We're not insane. Let us start with that. Immediately after we started watching it, immediately after the trailer ended, I don't know how we got there. But not me, I didn't do it. Everybody else in the room did it. They just started searching up Rabbids porn. And I don't know why.
You know, it's so funny. You tried to deflect blame.
Because I didn't do it.
I know.
Rabbids
It's just
porn.
I know. I say deflect blame, but I can't blame you because you didn't do it. No, what happened was, this is my thought process. I thought about it for a second. I was like, is there Rabbids porn? I don't know why. It was just something that was just so distant from me.
So the infection started with you. You saw the rabbit porn, and you're like, Colt, look at this. And then
Yeah.
Pat saw it. He's like, oh, I got to look at that. And then he's like, look at that.
Yes,
And then
yes.
it spread to the group
I'm
chat.
patient
and Cody
zero.
started sending Peach
I am patient
shitting.
zero.
Cody sent Peach shitting. And he wasn't even there. He didn't even know what we were doing.
I am patient
He
zero.
had that on lock. He just had it on him.
So let's break down what exactly happened there. So, like I said, it was just such a far off idea. You know, I knew there was Minions porn. I knew that.
Of course.
But like Rabbids porn, it was just so like foreign to me. I was just like, is that even possible? And yes, it is. And then
Very
I showed
much
it.
so
And I sent a bunch of it to our friends, and I was like, man, look at this. And then, like you said, Cody just like, it was just like that.
He had Yoshi porn. He had Princess Peach shitting.
Just like that. It was instant.
I don't know why.
He's been saving it.
He's just been waiting for the right moment to send his Mario porn. The game looks great. It looks pretty good. It's another Switch exclusive because it's Mario.
Yeah, it looks pretty fun. I still I don't have the first one, but I remember playing just a little bit of it. It was good. And then this looks like it's they do a little even better with what originally the concept was. It's like I don't want to say it's turn based, but like it's turn based because you have to take turns, right? I think with this one.
It's like what is it? Fire Emblem in that way.
Yeah, so it doesn't look bad. Looks actually really good. Release window is 2022,
which makes sense. All right, next on the list is
huge fucking surprise, by the way.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting this. I mean, if they were to do something like this, it'd be after the next movie comes out. But no, we're getting it before. And that is Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora. You will be playing as one of the Na'vi.
It's a unique standalone story from the film, and you're exploring the western frontier of Pandora, which is never before seen in the films or anything. And I guess they were just like, you know what, fuck it, we're not gonna wait for a movie. We're gonna make our own thing.
I mean, it looked good. It looked like they shown actual gameplay at some point, but it could have just been really good CG first person stuff.
I want to say it was in engine, but you might be right. That's also another thing with Ubisoft is that even though you get really beautiful gameplay, whenever it comes to actual release,
it doesn't matter.
Take it down like a peg a little bit,
like 400 pegs, but you'll get there. It still looks okay.
It still looks
at launch.
I mean, you know, the Far Cry games were good. I've heard good things about the most recent Assassin's Creed, so it's not like they make bad games. It's just
and also I think Far Cry looks better at launch than when they actually show it. I don't know what happens there.
This just came out of left field. It's not like it's a film-based game or anything. I mean, it's based off the film.
Yeah, but it's not. It's in that universe. It's not
it's
on
in the
movie.
universe. It's not like it's not like a movie tie-in, So yeah, it was just
It just caught me off guard because I wasn't expecting. I'm welcoming it wholeheartedly because I love Avatar.
Yeah.
Even though we were the only people in the room, like, woo, this is cool.
Yeah, it was only me
Tanner's
and
like,
Colt.
fucking hate Avatar. No one likes Avatar ever. Everybody hates Avatar.
Which is just so stupid and untrue. I mean, come on.
People always say, like, Avatar is one of the most popular movies of all time, or it's made the most of the box office. And I can't name a single character. Fucking Jake Sullivan. Sully. I named him. Navi. I know the Navi. I know the sex hair. I remember it. It's been 10 years since I last watched it.
I'm not. No, I mean, we love the movie, but, it's been, came out in 2009, so it's been 12.
It's actually been,
12 years. 12 years. I watched that bitch in theaters, and then I watched it again when it came out on physical. So I've only watched it twice in my entire life. Do I still love it? Fuck yeah, I still love it. I remember researching and looking up endlessly about the creatures, the mechs, because that was the one thing that really got me was the mechs. I think they were called amp suits. The ones
it amplifies the user.
I guess, the big fucking huge gun, full
Titanfall-ish.
Yeah, they were so cool. I was like, holy shit. I love the movie, and even though it's just basically a clone of Dances with Wolves. I love sci-fi shit, So.
And plus, it's gonna be from the Navi standpoint, like I said. So it's gonna be, I think it'll be a little bit more fun. It would be more interesting, in my opinion.
Yeah, because the way from what's going on is that I can't remember the company's name that's there, but like it definitely like the company is still on the planet, so they haven't driven them out completely. But I think from what I've read, that's going to be part of the story. Is help driving them out of Pandora, and you have because from the movie, the characters improvise a lot of human technology with the Navi's stuff. So like they'd randomly like tape grenades together and stuff, and like make like makeshift weapons or makeshift explosives from that. So it seems like you're doing that as well. I assume there's gonna be crafting. That's why I say that.
I imagine it's gonna be similar-ish to Horizon.
Yeah,
it just feels like that. In a way,
I could see that.
We'll have to see because we don't know shit.
We don't know shit, but the thing is that something that I think that's perfect for games is the way James Cameron had the Navi written, because they had the little the ponytails pretty much, or not ponytails. They had the stems that lets them connect to like animals, and they can fucking ride them. So some cool creature stuff we could see there. It's supposedly supposed to come out in 2022. I kind of don't see that.
I don't think it's coming out then.
But we'll see.
Yeah, that's the Ubisoft showcase for this year. They showed a lot, but I only cared about three things, really.
Just Dance. Just a heads up, we got the song wrong. It was from someone we never heard of.
It was a dude that no one's ever heard of with millions of subscribers on TikTok or whatever.
But good for them.
Good for them. Good for them. I don't play the games. Why do I care?
Tanner.
Whatever. Next on the list is
Devolver Digital.
Devolver Digital's MacPass Plus showcase.
Yeah. What's this is that, you may or may not get to pay for Max Pass.
Yeah.
It was just another Devolver Digital bit where they showed games, and it was really, really cool.
Yeah, it was pretty fun. It was more about the bit this year than games, which that's how it's been for the past few years.
But the few games we did get, though, were pretty fucking awesome. First game, Trek to Yomi. It is kind of like a
2D side-scroller samurai game.
Yeah, inspired by old Japanese cinema. It's in black and white. It's coming to current-gen consoles in 2022.
And it looks like you're trying to get to a loved one.
Yeah.
Did something happen?
No, I just saw your message.
Oh!
That was from earlier.
That was from earlier.
Well, how did you know to come down here?
Because I got installed the message.
He just saw the message.
No, I mean earlier
Oh.
when you came down to save it.
Oh, I just came down.
What the fuck?
Okay.
That was when we needed you.
Wow, good timing. Yeah, looks cool. There's a 4K trailer available for it. Go watch it. Really cool.
Yeah, Trek to Yomi looks really good. Next on the list, Shadow Warrior 3. On the stream we were watching, there was so much happening.
And
It looked rough.
It looked rough. It kept cutting out, but
That's not anything with the game. The game looks fucking amazing.
it's a Doom clone pretty much.
I mean, I ain't complaining.
I ain't complaining either. It has some weapons are it's not exactly like Doom, I mean there's a lot of games that take inspiration or that are pretty much clones that are just fine, and this looks awesome. Supposed to come out this year. It's coming to last gen consoles and PC.
Which it's been shown for like 3 years at this point.
Yeah.
So just release it already. I really want to play it. It feels like it'd be a fun multiplayer experience, especially with all the just action going on.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how it would actually run.
Yeah.
On last gen, but next gen is it can run it perfectly.
Oh man, it had some awesome ass executions and shit, just like Doom. Yeah, really really cool.
But next on the list is Wizard with a Gun. It's a trailer. I don't remember game wise. I just remember the wizard with a gun shooting at other people.
Yeah, it was the trailer. It was a reveal trailer. It was kind of like a short film. Because I was looking this up. It's made by this French collective of directors, illustrators, and animators known as CRCR, and we get we get 4 characters total, but we're introduced to 3 of them as at the very beginning of the trailer, and it's just, I mean, like. The style that we get in the trailer and then the style that we're going to see in the game are exactly the same, and it got me hyped. I remember seeing I tried to go watch a little bit of it. There is gameplay in there. It reminds us kind of Supergiant games.
Yes, I do remember
Bastion,
that. Yeah.
Transistor, Hades, and it looks fun. It's a wizard with a gun. It looks like alchemy is involved, kind of spells, but also, you're using that magic and shit to create, I guess, bullets. Because in the trailer, the 3 characters that we see who are, going on some quest to bring different items to make for a potion that is in turn used to put into a bullet. So, and I remember at the end of it, we were like, what is this called? And then it's just Wizard with a Gun. Yeah, looks cool. It looks really cool.
Yeah. Did you say it's coming to Switch?
Yes, it's coming to Switch and PC.
Okay, yeah.
Release window 2022. Yeah, excited for that.
Yeah, it's a short Devolver showcase. They had more fun than showing games.
But the games they did show, those were
They looked good.
A+.
And then they also said, you know what? It's been so long since Hotline Miami 2 came out. Let's just have a little thing in the end credits where we say, fuck you.
There's a box that says Hotline Miami 3 fan requested. That's it. That's all we see. Son of a bitch. Man.
It's got to be a thing. I mean, if they reference that, I'm thinking they got to be working on it.
Don't fucking pull a Valve.
I mean, and Valve didn't really reference it threes with Half-Life 3. It was just the fans' work. The actual company's like...
But people have been asking for it, and they teased us. And then, Valve is just... Gabe, that little fucker... Not little. That fucker's just rubbing his nipples to all the fans crying.
No, it's me, Gabe Newell. Man, whatever. On to the next, and one of the biggest streams of the weekend. It's my second favorite showcase of the weekend. It's Xbox plus Bethesda HD Remix 2.8 in 3 and 58 days, divided by 2 days. Sound like something was outside barking at us. Which really convinced me. I mean, I was already convinced that I was going to get an Xbox before this, but it told me you need to get an Xbox now.
Yeah, let's just say with this, it really makes me want to... I have to double down on getting an Xbox Series X.
Not S. I have to have the X.
X. But an S would be nice. It's just digital.
It's not just digital. It's weaker in.
Yeah,
pretty much
you're
every
right.
aspect.
You're right. Yeah.
And plus, I want to be able to just if I have an old Xbox game, pop
Pop
it
it in.
in. Or if I want to, I can just go buy.
No, you're right.
Like an Xbox game for $3 instead of $5 on the store.
Yeah, this was, this is my favorite showing, my favorite conference.
And they started pretty fucking strong.
They started super strong. Did not expect it. Starfield.
They showed Starfield. It was a in-game cinematic thing, in-engine cinematic thing, and it looks fucking beautiful. They already told us a fucking release date, and that is 11/11/22. 11 years since Skyrim released.
Like, wow. Did not. I mean, like, I didn't expect. I expected, we guessed that they would show Starfield. I didn't know how much they would show. I didn't even expect a release date. But they
if we did get one, it would just be a year. It'd be like 2023.
Yeah.
Not next year.
But, no, this is straight up, 11 years since fucking Skyrim came out. And it's going to be available on Game Pass Day fucking 1. And it's exclusive to Xbox.
Which is fucking sad.
I mean, but we kind of saw it.
Yeah.
Well,
Bethesda's not going to release a game on the PlayStation ever again. That's just the thing. I
thing.
don't expect them to release it. I want them to, but they're not gonna. They're just not gonna.
But yeah, this game has been in development for such a long time, and it just feels like it's going to be a sci-fi of Elder Scrolls and Fallout, and something that's people have been wanting for ever, So, I'm gonna have to pick it up now.
Yeah. There was one cool thing in the trailer. I don't know if you saw, Wenzel, but they actually have a teaser for Elder Scrolls 6 in there. It's very hard to see, but you can find on the console of the spaceship lady or whoever, there is a little map thing that's super tiny, but it makes out of a region of the Elder Scrolls world, and people are thinking that is actually them teasing the location of Elder Scrolls 6.
Fuck. Holy
and
shit.
Looking at the map of the Elder Scrolls world, it's exactly the same. It's just that one little corner looks like Norway, but it's fictional map. It's really interesting. If you think I'm shitting, look it up. It's pretty cool.
No. Yeah, I remember there was an article. I never read it, but I remember saying that Elder Scrolls 6 was teased in the Starfield trailer. Yeah, okay, holy shit.
It was very hard to see. I don't know how the person found it, but
these fuckers, man. Thank you, though. I should mention though, Elder Scrolls 6 not here.
Nope. I don't think we're gonna see it for a while.
Also, anybody who expected it, you're fucking crazy.
The first Elder Scrolls trailer was slapped together last second.
No, I mean we know for a fact that was just literally thrown out.
Yeah, and they didn't have anything. They didn't have anything.
Yeah, it was just landscape. And I say this because I saw some fuckers on Twitter be like, why the fuck didn't they show Elder Scrolls? It's like, dude, you are not in the know. They don't have anything.
It's not ready yet. It's gonna be
nowhere near. It's gonna be years. 5 years.
Take Starfield. It's going to be a fucking Bethesda game. I imagine it's going to play similar to Skyrim, Fallout, which, if it does, good, because those games rule.
I remember, I think we said something about how when it showed the Starfield, it said, Bethesda, award-winning creators of Elder Scrolls 5, Skyrim, and Fallout 4.
Yeah, which, why not just say Elder Scrolls? They didn't say, I don't think they said Elder Scrolls Skyrim. I think they said Skyrim and Fallout 4. Which, why not just say Elder Scrolls and Fallout series?
Yeah, because both the entire series are beloved. I don't remember Fallout 4 being that beloved.
I mean, it was loved.
It was loved and it hyped up.
I love it.
I love it too. It's just, I don't know.
It was not up to par with Fallout 3 or New Vegas.
No, and then some people would, I don't know. Anyway,
next on the list, one of my favorite games of the entire weekend behind good old Elden Ring is Battlefield 2042. We already saw the teaser or the cinematic trailer a few weeks ago, and now we finally got a little bit more gameplay. And holy shit, that looks good. And
also just that, I mean that announcement trailer was like in-engine stuff. Oh, that's a train. Sorry, I heard a train. And that gameplay though, mwah.
It looks like the chaos of the Battlefield 4 world mixed with some futuristic shit. They got a grappling hook. They had a fucking four-wheeler on the roof of a building.
Did we talk about this Battlefield 2042 like a little bit on the?
We did.
We did?
talked about
Okay.
the CG trailer, I think.
Okay. It's not CG. It's in-engine stuff.
Whatever, dude.
It's
Fuck it.
in there. It's their.
I understand what you're saying.
It's their in-engine, so that's how the game's gonna look. Man, it looks sick.
It does look beautiful.
It looks fucking awesome.
Very glad it's futuristic. Well, you already said that before.
Did you watch that trailer or not that trailer? The video explaining some stuff that was like details they
I
noticed.
sent the one by Jack Frags.
Have you watched it though?
Yes. There's so much shit in that
Yeah.
game. Like, it's small details, but you can see, for instance, the tank, whenever it goes over a car, you can see the stuff. What is it called? The gears that pull the
treads?
tread. No, whatever. You can see it conforming to the shape of the car as it
Of
goes
what it's
over.
going over.
Like in real life.
Yeah.
But in past games, it would just be like car crush.
It'd be straight ahead, but it's actually conforming to whatever. Yeah, like when it's going over a dune. You know?
Yeah, you can also see the tracks and the dune.
Yeah, it's like
It looks like the ground is more destructible as well.
it's like deformation. I think. I
yeah,
think is the
yeah,
word.
and like in Battlefield 4 and 3, you could like throw C4 at the ground and blow a big hole in the ground.
Yeah.
But it had a limit. I'm thinking in this game, there's going to be way
Craters.
more destruction than in past games.
Because that's something that's been beloved about Battlefield is like destructibility, and now it just seems with this too, it's taking it even further. And then there's also fucking weather, which is the first.
Yeah, they got the fucking tornado. They got the sandstorms.
You know, I see people who don't. I'll just see people be like, who watched the trailer, because I just happened to stumble upon some reactions, and people were like, "What's the?" He's like, "Oh, there's gonna be like the scene where the fucking huge tornado's coming," and they're like, "Oh, it's gonna be some huge monster or something," and they're like, "Oh, it's a tornado." It's like, what's the big deal? What's the big
tornado
fucking
in a
deal?
first-person shooter? And in that video as well, they had like, you will be affected by the storm. It's not like a background thing.
No, it's literally cutting through the map.
And, like, they've had.
It shows all the players getting sucked in.
Each map has some form of levolution. I imagine that map's levolution is a fucking tornado.
Yeah. And then and then the desert maps sandstorm.
Yeah.
And I mean that was something that was the reason why that it's so fucking crazy too is because it was mentioned that the Earth has undergone the effects of climate change and stuff, so the storms are fucking crazy, which was funny because they were like, oh, we're not going to be political. It's like
You're a war game. What the fuck are you talking about?
Also, it's science.
It's happening in real time. What are you talking about?
Like that's what's gonna happen. Storms are gonna get worse. But anyway, yeah, and so like it just looks to be it looks like it's gonna be batshit fucking crazy.
I just need more gameplay, which we're gonna get on 7/22.
Yep.
They're gonna have their EA Play event.
Yeah. 2021. Oh, I don't know why I said that. It's next month. Yeah, so we're gonna see some stuff there.
Hopefully, get to see the specialists, because it's not like the traditional Battlefield system with engineer, medic, sniper. I can't remember the fourth class, but
Don't ask me.
it has like specialists like from Call of Duty in a way.
Oh, demolition.
With special abilities and whatnot.
Yeah.
So I don't know exactly how they're going to play out. I know there's a season pass where you can get the specialists as well, which I'll probably be forced into getting.
I will say the wingsuit looks really cool too.
Wingsuit does look cool.
Yeah.
The grappling hook's my favorite. I think it's...
Oh yeah, there's a grappling hook.
I brought that up earlier.
I forgot. I'm sorry.
But the grappling hook, it's a usable. I imagine it's like replacement of your flashbang or something.
Yeah.
And it has a cooldown. That's all I know because I watched that Jack Frags video. Check it out. Check out Jack Frags' video, the breakdown of the gameplay.
Cooldown?
reveal.
That's bullshit.
I mean, it makes sense. You can't just
know,
be grappling around like Spider-Man.
I mean, why? Why not?
Titanfall had a cooldown as well.
Oh fuck, they did. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Battlefield looks great.
Yep.
Next on the list, 12 minutes. Been seeing it for 700 E3s. It's a new Cuphead. It's never coming out.
It's not true.
It's coming out pretty soon.
It's that little indie game where you play as a guy stuck in a time loop, It's starring James McAvoy, Daisy Ridley, and Willem Dafoe. Daisy Ridley plays your like wife, girlfriend, and then Willem Dafoe plays like a detective cop. It's supposed to come out on August 19th, and it's going to be a console launch exclusive. Game Pass day one. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Game Pass is a great
just
deal.
know-
$14.99 a month for all this.
Just know, as we're going to go down, I have it highlighted which ones are Game Pass day ones. Almost every game is a Game Pass day one. That's insane.
Yeah. Also, James McAvoy is just eating something in the corner. It's him, not a character.
Okay.
I'm interested in 12 minutes. I'll check it out for sure whenever.
You're interested in it? I'm really fucking interested. I'm excited for it.
I just don't have high expectations.
Why?
I don't know. It just.
What do you mean
Leave
you don't
me
know?
alone,
I'm so
okay?
annoyed right now.
Fucking leave
that
me
game looks
alone.
awesome.
Next on the
I'm
list,
so disappointed right now.
we have a game that is very beloved by a bunch of crazy people in bunkers.
Yeah, because you hate it.
Yeah. I'm a crazy person in a bunker.
No, you hate it.
But I am whatever. It's Stalker 2, and it looks fucking.
Does it? Does it look fantastic?
I think it looks better than 12 minutes.
You can't compare them.
Bro, yes you can. One has a nuclear meltdowns, bro.
I hate you.
Whatever. Let's get into it. Stalker 2 comes out 4/28/22. It's a 3-month console exclusive, which is something.
Yeah, that's weird.
It's a Game Pass
That's
day one. Though.
Yeah, it looks great. It looks really cool. As soon as it popped up, I was like, "What is this?" And they immediately there's like, "Oh, this is Stalker." Heart of Chernobyl, I think, is the subtitle.
I don't remember. We don't have it written down.
Well, since you're leading it, you should know.
I didn't make this doc.
No, fuck you. You know what? After your little 12 minutes comment, I'm gonna get on your ass about everything now. Let's see. I want to make sure. Yeah, Heart of Chernobyl. Okay. Yeah, it looks really cool. I mean, if you play the Metro games, I mean, Metro is inspired by this, but like, I don't know. I'm really loving the aesthetic of these Russian just apocalyptic games. Like, even though we've gotten so many of them,
not really.
No, sorry. I should say like the Russian apocalypse kind of genre, I guess.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. We don't have that many.
These nuts on your chin.
That's
what happens. You know what? That's what happens with 12 minutes. You get that. Oh my god! I'm opening the first seal.
Not the
first seal of the apocalypse. These nuts on your chin.
Stalker 2 is not the only Russian apocalypse type game that we're going to talk about. We'll get to one later.
Yeah. No.
I'm glad there's more because it's fucking beautiful.
Yeah, especially like there are different takes on this because Stalker 2, it's Metro, Stalker 2, a lot of these any of these games having to do with Chernobyl and stuff. A lot of them also have take a lot of inspiration from Roadside Picnic, which is a book that kind of like that they're kind of all based on this stuff. And Stalker 2 looks to be unique and separate from stuff like Metro or I guess that's kind of it. Or this other game we're going to talk about. And yeah, I have to pick it up. Yep.
Well, yeah, I need to play Stalker. I'm going to be able to play it day one thanks to Games Pass. Forza Horizon 5 is up on the list next, and I'm very glad that it's coming out this year because I wanted to play Forza Horizon, but I wanted to play it like new when it first came out.
Yeah.
So this is going to be a fun experience. It looks really good. It takes place in, or at least one of the maps in the game takes place in Mexico, and is one of the features in it is they have street art placed throughout the game.
Yeah, like actual street art that you would be able to find in this town in Mexico. It's really cool, and you could stop by it and like screenshot it or like catalog it. I assume it's probably like a part of their probably a trophy or something. Not a trophy, an achievement. Yeah, it looks really pretty. They have a lot of also group sort of events.
They have like a piñata smashing game.
Yeah. It's like
I didn't think about in hindsight. You're in Mexico. Let's go smash some piñatas. It seems fun. It seems
No,
like
they-
a balloon
no,
party or balloon game in Mario Kart.
They have a lot of like they're kind of like wanting to up their kind of like co-op experience with or like multiplayer experience with like having more kind of group friend kind of games and stuff, and it looks fun. And the thing is I'm not a fan of racing games. Mario Kart is fine as long as I'm playing with friends, but other than that, I don't really seek them out. But I want to seek this out. I was really taken aback by it. It's available Game Pass day one, so that's pretty awesome. It comes out November 9th of this year. Man, the locales too, so pretty. I mean, they were literally showing us what we thought were photographs. It was gameplay. It was actual gameplay.
Graphics are getting to a point where they're so good it hurts. I'm very glad we're here.
Yeah, does it? Does it hurt like these nuts on your chin?
Why do you do this?
Because of what you said about 12 minutes. Anyway,
I mean, I'm still excited for it. It's just that I'm like,
I don't
have high hopes.
I don't feel your enthusiasm.
I don't have much. I said, okay.
So you're not excited for it. So you're not. Just say it.
All right, I hated it, and I'd never want to see it
The
again.
cars look awesome in Forza Horizon 5 as well. So yeah.
Up next on the list, though, we have Somerville.
Are you not excited for this either?
I'm trying to remember what it is.
Of course you are.
Well, shit, you got it. Say it.
Somerville is a game being made by Jump Ship Studios, which is actually headed by one of the co-founders and several team members of Playdead. Because when we were watching it, we were like, oh, we're getting Limbo Inside vibes. But it wasn't made by them. The company, which is Playdead, their name wasn't on there. So it was like, oh, I guess it's not that. But it actually is. It actually originally was... Playdead teased this in a Twitter image back in 2017. This is going to be their next game. And then we never heard anything about it until, like, Sunday, right? Sunday?
Yeah, this is the first time.
Until Sunday. Like, and it looks like Limbo and, like I said, Undead. It's a side-scrolling puzzle platform.
It's not really 2D. It reminds me a lot of Kentucky Route Zero.
Yeah, I think we said it gave us like huge like Kentucky Route Zero and even Death Stranding vibes because it involves you play as a guy
and his family running from like this alien invasion.
Alien, it's pretty alien invasion. Sorry, I have to look it up because I want to. It's like a sci-fi apocalyptic game. Motherfucker. For the love of God, whoever edits this, please cut this part out. I'm trying to give a good... Okay, here we go. Yeah, it's a puzzle platformer, side-scrolling adventure game, third-person perspective, but it's side because it's like, if you've ever played Limbo or Inside, you're kind of like on this side. Anyway, the player controls a family of 3, a father, a mother, and their young son, as well as a pet dog. In the wake of a post-apocalyptic event on Earth, the player must guide one of the characters through the ruins of civilization, avoiding strange alien artifacts that try to kill humans, and working with human survivors to find safety for the family. And the game is presented without dialogue, just like Limbo and Inside, and uses the setting and environment and animations to tell the story. Yeah, it looked really cool. And I say the Death Stranding vibes is because there's like a bunch of floating objects that kind of just straight up reminded me of the first time we saw Death Stranding with the floating beings and stuff. And then like at the very end of the trailer, it shows the mother and father sleeping. The young child is awake, and then shit's happening in their fucking their what seems like their basement or another room as the TV's staticky and shit's happening. Like it looks like up my alley.
Yeah, it looked really good. I had to look at the trailer to remember what it was, but it's very pretty.
Yeah, Game Pass Day 1 as well, supposed to come out in 2022. So really excited for that.
Fuck yeah. Up next on the list is a game called Replaced, which looks sick as shit. It's another game where the pixelated art style is 3D in a way. It's
Yes.
fucking sexy.
Yeah, it's kind of gives you kind of like cyberpunk vibes, futuristic action, dystopian as well. Again, looked awesome. We see some cool, brutal shit in there with our main character, whoever we play as. Comes out in 2022, Game Pass Day 1 as well. I don't know. Just these like that little stretch of indie games right there, from 12 minutes, Somerville to Replace. I'm just like, hell fucking yeah. I guess let's move on to the next one.
Next on the list is one that we referenced earlier, and one that I'm really, really excited for. Wenzel and I have been waiting years for. Not really years. It's been a while since.
No, it's years. Because
we've been waiting years for it, but I was going to say waiting years for new info, but that's not true.
Yeah.
We got info last year or two.
Yeah. I mean, we've been waiting for it to come out for the past 4 years.
Yeah. It's been a while.
Yeah.
It's Atomic Heart.
Yeah. If you remember in the pre-show, I was like, what if they just show Atomic Heart there? Kind of like a dumb little guess. And they did. They fucking showed it. And I'm like, holy shit. And it's a full ass trailer again after it's been so long.
And it looks so
It got me
good.
so fucking hyped. It's like BioShock combined with Stalker, combined with Metro.
And Simon Stalenhag's art as
Yes.
well.
Like, because it has some weird, something that it's just so, with a lot of the robots, it's so fucking uncanny. Because the trailer opens up with this weird robot that looks kind of like a lunchbox, kind of.
Yeah, and he's just going around.
And, that fucker, he'll fucking run over you and crush your ribs.
Yeah, he'll crush your nuts. There's
Yeah.
a lot of nut crushing this episode.
And that's kind of you.
Nah, it's just...
No, a lot of nut crushing. I would imagine. It's like, when I was lying down, he would go over my nuts, and then there'd be blood all over his fucking wheels and all over his body as he slowly crushes me with his metallic, probably 1,000-pound body. Anyway, yeah, it looks
It looks great.
It looks
yeah.
great. It looks like still like I was worried that how different it would be because they've been so quiet if it looked different at all, and it looks like how we imagined. And they're playing fucking Russian pop.
It sounds like, I don't know, I feel like it's something made for the game. It could be some Russian pop. I don't know. I've never heard it before.
It sounded great, and it looked great, and oh man, it just looks so brutal. There's another thing I'm trying to think of that it reminds me of, but honestly, I can't think of any because it's so fucking unique. Because it's just like when we first saw it, it was so weird. Like I remember it wasn't too long ago. I sent you these random little videos that were that people thought were art videos or whatever of just weird random shit, like a guy covered in white fur, it looks like, or whatever. And he has I think it was an apple or something on his head. Do you remember that?
Yes, I do.
Blood? Yeah.
That was old, too. That was uploaded in 2010?
2010, I think. And people just thought oh, these were just little artsy stuff. When it turns out, no, they were for a fucking game. And Game Pass Day fucking 1. No release date, but still.
I'm hoping next year. I really hope next year.
I hope next year because I feel like it's about done.
It looked pretty done.
It looks pretty
didn't
done.
look like that other shitty game from earlier, for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, Atomic Heart. Up next on the list is a game that's also been
in development for fucking ever.
I remember when it was first revealed at E3 and they had the Kickstarter or whatever funding thing.
Or
for
no,
it.
wait, was it at Game Awards?
I don't remember. It's been years.
Yeah. It's been so
and
long.
it's Psychonauts 2. We're finally getting it, and it's coming way sooner than I expected.
I expected August 25th this year. August is stacked.
I'm fucking very excited for it. It looks fantastic. It looks like a 3D platformer. After just beating Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart,
Give them to me.
I just need it. 3D
Give 'em.
platformers. There's not many of them nowadays. It's all battle royales and all Among Us Fortnite.
Or really very pixelated JRPGs.
Which is, it's not really. It's not bad. I just miss 3D platformers so much, and the ones that we do have are usually mediocre to bad.
Yeah, with this, it's I it's a lot of heart went into it. It's especially a sequel to a beloved game. So, yeah.
Let me go into someone's mind. Let me go break someone's mind.
Yeah, I like you, PS2 era platformers. It's like, they don't have to be wonky or shitty, but they're just kind of, But I'm excited for this as well. Game Pass day one as well.
Yeah.
So really looking forward to that.
Microsoft, they're gonna be saving me a good bit of money.
I mean, they're just kind of pulling up and they're like, yeah, you want some good shit?
I'll take it. I mean, even if it's gonna be on Game Pass for 4 months, I'll beat it in 4 months. I'll take it.
I'll take it.
Next on the list is probably the biggest thing that they announced. They're not announced. They showed more of.
Showed off, yeah.
And that is Halo Infinite. We got to see the new story trailer, and we got to see a teaser for the multiplayer reveal that they did the next day.
Yeah, they did a whole multiplayer overview. I haven't seen it. I want to see it, but from the teaser though, holy shit, hype as fuck. Hell, just that little story bit that we got was just chilling because I don't know. I just love watching Master Chief go through space and trying to dodge stuff, and also just seeing all of the dead UNSC Marines. Rest in peace, guys. He pulls out an assault rifle that we haven't seen since Halo Reach, which was interesting because if you don't know, there's different variants of the assault rifle, and that one specifically is like a completely different, separate variant from the one that you get through the mainline series. It's interesting. And then he throws fucking explosive barrels, which haven't seen those since Halo 3. So that's incredible. Yeah, and then I don't know why, I don't know how I assumed this, but I thought it was gonna take the event of Halo Combat Evolved and like we talked about be alternate where it's failed, whatever. No, apparently it's actually taking what happens in Halo 3. I assume Halo 3, that's where we start, and then what happens at the end of there, it's reversed, where instead at the end we lose. So that's where we're branching off an alternate history. I guess because Halo 4 just didn't go up to par, and then Halo 5 was just an absolute train wreck. They were wanting to do a whole fucking trilogy, but since Halo 5 did so poorly, they're restarting it with this because in the trailer we get mentions of the Infinity, which was introduced in Halo 4. There's a different Cortana. It's not Cortana, completely separate AI. So, and from what it sounds like I said, we lose at the end of Halo 3. Humanity loses. So that's pretty fucking huge. So yeah, really interesting. But there are some neat facts about multiplayer.
Yeah, the big one being it's free to play.
It's free to play, but also no expiring battle pass.
Which is a first for any series I can think of. No expiring battle pass. The only downside is you have to choose which battle pass you want to go, your progression to go to.
Yeah.
Which fine, but I'm just glad that if there's something I really want, I don't have to worry about
you have any
playing
time.
constantly.
You have as much time as you need. Yeah, facts about multiplayer though. Equipment is back. There's a new vehicle, the Razorback, which can carry an additional weapon on its back. That's interesting.
Yeah, it's like Gravity Hammer, those big weapons.
Yeah. Vehicles are being delivered by Pelicans now, which is also interesting.
I remember during the reveal, you saw it drop off the Banshee.
Yeah.
And you're like, that's strange. All right.
Yeah, because it is strange because the Banshee is a flying vehicle. Usually when they have Banshees available in the game, they're just kind of there. You don't need to have them dropped off. But I guess depending on how they do this now, I know big team battles are back. Halo 2 weapon pods are back. Spartan and weapon vehicle customization, of course, is a thing.
It's been a thing.
It's been a thing, but I'm really glad that, especially with what we saw for the Spartans, the different customization.
That armor looks sick as shit.
Yeah, it looks awesome.
They have the new, I think, Hayabusa armor. Is that what it's called?
It might be the Hayabusa armor. I don't know, but it looked awesome. It was samurai armor, basically. There's no loot boxes.
Which
so.
I don't think. I think loot boxes are illegal now or something like that.
Yeah, it's just straight up gambling, and I get that, but also I don't really care. There is cross progression in play. There is an academy mode for newcomers to learn about weapons, Halo multiplayer vocabulary, and more. Because the
What about these teabagging? Is that in there as well? Because that's where teabagging comes from. Is Halo?
That's where teabagging comes from. I don't know. But I will say it's interesting because the Halo multiplayer vocab is definitely different from anything else from like Call of Duty or Battlefield. It's so weird to think about. It's going to have a meaty launch and post-launch content, so that just means that there's just going to be a lot there to like probably unlock, to play with, to customize, a lot of stuff. So really, really glad. This is supposed to come out holiday of this year, and it's going to be available Game Pass day one, son.
I'm very glad it got delayed. I'm glad it did not launch day one on the Xbox One, and Xbox Series X.
And the game overview trailer we got looked pretty good.
Yeah, it looked great. Visually, there wasn't any noticeable bugs.
Yeah.
I've only seen it like twice.
Yeah.
So I didn't see anything.
So, yeah.
Fuck yeah, Halo looking good. It's the first Halo I'm going to actually play. I haven't played any real Halos.
Yeah.
I guess I played Halo 4, but I didn't touch the story.
Yeah, but I think you would honestly only have to play.
I'm going to play them all.
Yeah, we're going to play them all, but like now that I think about it, it's like you'd never even have to touch I wouldn't want you to Halo 5 or
I
even
want to though.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Okay, sure. Hell yeah. Yeah. That was Xbox and Bethesda. It was great.
It was a good show. Next on the list is disappointing show.
Wait. Sorry. Let's reverse a little bit. The last thing they ended off with, too, was really weird, was a cinematic trailer for Arcane's new game called Redfall, which is about vampires.
I didn't know how to feel. It's just another CG trailer.
It was just another, and like Arcane made Prey and Dishonored, so I'm sure it will be good. But the thing is that it was just.
It was a fine.
It was a CG trailer, and they're killing
vampires.
vampires.
On that? Why start with Starfield?
And the thing is too, as I looked at the talk about it, people are obsessed with it.
Yeah, people are like, "Oh, this looks amazing." We didn't see shit.
We didn't see shit.
It just looks like you're killing vampires.
I mean, there's some sci-fi stuff with the robot, but like, okay.
We didn't see any gameplay.
We didn't see any gameplay.
We didn't see anything that like. It's a first-person shooter. They probably told us, but I didn't look into it because I didn't care.
I mean, I guess we're doing, you get 4 different players with, different.
Which automatically turns me off. I prefer a game to be more single-player forward with the option to play online, not the online focused, but you can play solo.
Yeah,
I would rather
because I mean, there's just so many games that have done that model, and they just being kind of huge failures.
Yeah.
I mean, sad, but
looking at Wolfenstein's last game, it wasn't bad, but it was meant to be played with friends. If you played that solo, it would have been a lot more of a drag.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I don't know. So, there we go. Now officially done with Xbox.
Up next on the list, a disappointing show.
Huge disappointment.
Which was the Square Enix show.
Square Enix.
They started off sort of strong, but as time goes on, my opinion changes because everything hurts and I'm influenced by the media I watch.
Square Enix.
First up, Guardians of the Galaxy. I think the character designs look pretty good. I think they look good. I think the Star-Lord looks like the Da Vinci brothers.
Da Vinci. I will say a lot of people are mad about Guardians.
I understand.
Or they're specifically mad about Star-Lord. I don't know. I see a lot of different hate everywhere. Sorry.
I understand the hate. To me, at first, when I was watching, I was thinking, oh, this looks cool. But as the gameplay went on, I was like, I'm kind of not feeling it anymore.
Well, the thing is that like I get the hate because I get the hate surrounding the fact that Square Enix spend a majority of their time on Guardians. I was like, oh, whoa, like what the fuck? Why is this taking so long? It's because we're watching Guardian stuff. But like the thing is the game doesn't look bad, and I'm excited for it. I remember Avengers. I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. But then slowly over time got disappointed, and then it turned out to be bad.
I have the same feeling I have with Avengers with this. It looks like it plays just like Avengers.
But I think
and it has the UI looked very intrusive. That's an easy change, but the gameplay just looked boring. It seemed like move from area to area. I don't know. It just didn't appeal.
I mean,
to
it
me
reminded me kind of Final Fantasy, but
I don't know how that works. But...
yeah, which one was it? The one that came out. I don't know which one it was.
It didn't help that the first enemy type they showed off was just a blob with spikes,
Final Fantasy.
which was a boring enemy type.
Yeah, I thought. I don't know. I thought that was fun. Having slimes in a sci-fi game. I'm trying to think. Oh, Final Fantasy 15.
I don't think it looked anything like 15. 15 was an open world. This looks more linear.
I'm not talking about open world. I'm talking about just like combat and stuff like that.
Oh no, 15's like melee combat. This was all like bang bang shooting your guns.
Yeah, but I mean, but you could do distance attacks. But I mean, no, like the way it's like represented.
I don't see it, but whatever.
What? Like, no, I mean, no, I mean that's what it looks like.
You can think that. I don't see it.
But I mean, that's the style. That's literally the style. Like, it's like, I don't know. Anyway, no. But the thing is that what made this more appealing is the fact that you only play as Star-Lord. So there's not like any like online stuff or like juggling between all these characters. You can use the abilities of other characters. It kind of also reminded me of Mass Effect, sort of, in the fact that you have all like these teammates with all these different abilities and stuff.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, no, it's just bothering me because it totally has that style.
I don't see it. I just don't see the combat being similar at all.
Not
as somebody that's platinum,
just because there's no melee. I mean, the combat system of having to rely on like especially with the health bars and the never mind.
You have health bars in every game.
No, I mean, there's a different style.
Visually, are you talking?
Kind of, yeah, visually.
Because, like, gameplay-wise, that looks nothing alike. Like, the actual fighting, nothing. Because the combat...
Well, of course it's nothing like that, but,
the combat in 15 is fast-paced and a little chaotic with the spells. In this game, it just looks... I don't know. It just didn't look good.
I don't know. It looked kind of fun.
It looked like Avengers.
Okay.
And next on the list is another Final Fantasy thing. It's not the one I wanted.
Whoa, hold on. I gotta... Guardians of the Galaxy comes out October 26th of
Which
this
is
year.
soon.
Which is soon.
Which is probably why they showed fucking 20 minutes of it.
The pre-order stuff looked cool, too.
Yeah. Next on the list is another Final Fantasy thing. It's Stranger of Paradise Final Fantasy Origin. I don't know if that's going to be the final name, but that's at least what the beta or demo was called. And you play a Hot Topic or Buckle employee that wants to kill someone. It looks pretty damn good. It's by the same team that did Neo. And it plays like Neo as well. It's with certain things that are different. I've played probably 30 minutes of the demo. It's a short demo, but I just didn't beat it because I had to do something else. It looks a little rough visually when you're actually playing. But the combat is good. The combat is good. It's a Neo game.
I don't know. You didn't sell me on it.
I'm not...
I hate it now. No, it looks pretty cool from that little teaser. Gotta kill Chaos.
That was a meme. People like, you gotta kill Chaos, blah, 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 sitting up stanced.
Also, I think he works at Hot Topic.
He's dressed more like Buckle, in my opinion.
You know what? Yeah. Expensive Gucci shit.
Also, fuck, what is it? I'm thinking it's Isekai. Isekai.
Yeah.
They look like random dudes from the normal world pulled in, which I think was something that happened with the first Final Fantasy game. I don't know because I haven't played it because they haven't ported it to anything new except for fucking mobile devices, which they revealed here as well.
Oh my god,
you don't know fucking pain. We saw the trailer for 1 through 6, and then it said coming to mobile devices and Steam. You don't know how the excitement left the room. It was so fucking depressing.
Oh my god, it was so funny. I mean, I'm not saying like I felt bad because yeah, I know I was disappointed too. It just made me sad. I don't even care that much, but Jesus Christ, way to fucking kill some Bonners, man. I love seeing the when Tanner watched the Mega 64. The guy, he was Rocco. Yeah, he was watching it, and then just like yeah, and then he walks away.
Yeah, as soon as the fucking on mobile devices and Steam, because the game looks pretty good. I'm not fucking playing it on a mobile device. I don't really want to play on Steam.
I don't give a shit.
I want to play on a big screen.
Yeah,
because you're not a Final Fantasy fan.
But yeah, Stranger of Paradise is supposed to come out in 2022. Like Colt said, there is a PS5 demo. It's time exclusive, so it'll probably time exclusive because it'll probably be on other stuff soon.
Or it's just it'll be here and it'll not be here because they did the same thing with Neo. And
yeah, you're right. So yeah, go check it out if you have the time.
But that's Square Enix. They showed an hour and a half.
Life is Strange.
Oh yeah, Life is Strange. It's the remastered. Which it just looks the exact same.
Well, no, the other game too.
Oh, True Colors is True Colors looks great, but the remastered collection looks the same. Looks exactly like the launch game, which good. I didn't want them to change it at all, so that's good. True Colors looks great. I'm excited to cry. Let's go. That's Square Enix. Up next, we have Nintendo. This was a big one. I enjoyed it a lot, but like I said earlier, there was no Pro, so it left me a little stingy. They started off by showing their Smash Bros. Thing, and they're adding Kazuya from Tekken.
You mean Tekken?
Shut the fuck up, Vin Diesel. Kazuya looks like Kazuya, and it's a Tekken character in Smash. It's not my Tekken pick, but...
I mean, that was a huge surprise, though. A Tekken character?
It is a pretty big surprise. It's just... I care for Kazuya. I'd rather have Heihachi or Kasumi or whatever her name was, the tiger, whatever.
I want Yoda.
That's Soul Calibur.
I know.
Okay,
I still stick by...
Okay.
I just want Yoda.
Up next, we have a surprise from a game that was killed off 15 years ago. It's not really related to it, but it's called Metroid Dread. And holy shit, it looks fantastic. I've never played a Metroid game in my life, but this game looks so fucking good. The new armor looks amazing.
New armor looks cool. Looks sick. Also, Samus, a badass. Still.
That's all I really have to say because I never played them.
I mean, it looks like a Metroid game. It looks cool. Also, they confirmed they are still working on Metroid Prime 4. So that's a...
You get both. You get this one and that.
So 2 different games. Also, but previously though, Sakurai is presenting on June 28th.
Yeah, he'll go through a whole move list for Kazuya.
Oh, okay. All right, next up, Mario Party Superstars.
Tanner is so excited for this, and at first I was like, "Oh, cool! We'll get DLC for that one Mario Party game that came out 2 years ago." At this point, no, it's a $60 full game, even though it looks exactly the same, and it's not gonna. It
allows people who are on light to play it,
which I feel like you could just do an update. Just do an update for the first one.
No. That's Nintendo for you, you know?
Yeah, it's stupid. I'm not going to buy it. I'll play it if Tanner gets it, but I'm not going to buy it.
I mean, the way we did it, too, was we would get together to play it. Because it was so fun like that.
Yeah, the first game was fun. I imagine this game will be fun, too, but it's only 5 boards.
And, I mean, it's $60 fucking.
That's so much. With the content of what you get, $40 tops. $40.
You know what? Once we go through this, let's discuss how much we hate fucking Nintendo sometimes.
Yeah. Up next, we get WarioWare's Get It Together, and I'm actually really excited for this. I've not been able to play a WarioWare game because I never owned one. But I remember watching YouTube Let's Play when I was a little kid and thinking, this is the coolest shit I've ever seen. It's essentially you play these random mini games like picking nose hairs or cutting rope or trying not to get spotted by your mom. Yeah. It's really fun stuff.
Okay. Yeah, I've never I've never played anything like that, and
this one it's multiplayer, or at least 2 players.
oh, really?
So you can play with friends. I think it'd be a very fun party game as well, better than Superstars.
Yeah, this looks fun. I didn't watch. I haven't watched anything Nintendo yet. Sorry.
Wow.
I don't know.
Up next is Advanced Wars 1 and 2. I have never seen
remaster.
Remaster. I've never seen these games before in my life. Tanner was super excited for it. He made this doc. He put it there. I don't have anything to say.
I saw the images for these. I was like, what the fuck? Who cares?
Like, it looks kind of fun, but I've never seen it before.
I mean, I know Pat said that, like, this is like a huge surprise, and I'm sure because like it's been so long, but I'm like, it looks just kind of to me anyway.
I think it's one of those games where it looks when you're watching it, but when you're playing it, you will dump hours into it, similar to Civilization or stuff like that.
Yeah.
Up next, we have Shin Megami Tensei 5, which, holy shit. As someone that's an Atlas, ride till I die, fuck, this game looks great. It looks like Shin Megami Tensei. You will get fused with this demon with long hair, and you become the demon with long hair. It looks great.
I've heard good things about the demon designs or whatever.
You need to try them out at some point. Nah, you probably won't like it. You don't care about RPGs, so...
Wait, why? JRPGs?
Yeah, you don't really play them.
I don't, but it doesn't mean I don't care about them.
Oh, yeah, but whatever. Shin Megami Tensei looks good. Next on the list, Breath of the Wild 2, which was pretty big because when it came up to this segment, it was like, okay, this is the last thing of the show. They said that, and it pulled up Hyrule Warriors 2 DLC. So I immediately just minimized it, but I had it in the background, and I just said, fuck, this is sad. This is a depressing showing. This sucks. I'm going to just jump out my window and light my house on fire.
Well, he lives on the first story of his house.
Yeah, I'm not going to kill myself. I'm just jumping out the window.
I know. It's just funny to think.
But then they showed Breath of the Wild 2, and it looks fantastic. Theories going around on the internet right now is you play as Ganon.
The dude with the robot arm.
Yeah, and like 10,000 years before Breath of the Wild takes place, the first one.
Yeah.
And you're going to be bouncing back and forth similar to Ratchet and Clank, where he plays Rivet and Ratchet.
Oh, yeah. I did see something where it said that actually Breath of the Wild 2 has a subtitle, but they don't want to release it yet because they're afraid it might like give some hints to the story.
Yeah, and they're not ready for that yet. And it's coming 2023 is what it said. No date specifics, just 2023.
Oh, what was that one game that was shown on the Japanese stream before the
Oh, that was Fatal Frame.
Yeah.
I can't remember if it was a remaster or a new game, but they showed it first on the Japanese game like 20 minutes before, and then 20 minutes later on the US stream they showed it. I don't know why they didn't show it at the same time.
Yeah, I thought that was weird, but I thought it was it's a remaster.
Okay. I'm really excited for that, and plus it's not a Switch exclusive. It's coming to everything else.
That's pretty cool.
So you don't have to play at a shitty 720p 20 FPS.
Hell yeah. So, yeah, let's talk about why we hate Nintendo. Their practices are kind of shit. They're outdated and stupid.
They don't know how online multiplayer works. They don't know how to make an online community at all. They still use fucking friend codes.
They like charge so much for like games that could easily just be like, they're not even games. They're just like, you could put this in DLC or updates. You know, they're just bad at like doing like anything when it comes to like, I mean, really, with the online community, it's like they want everybody for some fucking reason. Like, I mean, no, it's admirable, you know, get together to play a game, but like, holy shit, do I want to play online as well?
Also, they don't re-release old games, so if you want to play an old game, do not download a ROM for it, or you will be sued by Nintendo.
Nintendo will find you, and they will kill you.
And if you get a game one day early, like Pokemon, a new Pokemon game comes out, you get it one day early, Nintendo contacts you, confiscates the game, beats you to death, goes to that GameStop and says, "We are never working with you again. Burn in hell, you bitch."
Yeah. They kill all GameStop employees and burn down the GameStop.
Without the killing, they pretty much do that. Really.
And then they wave the game in your face and they're like, and then they take it away. We're going to hold on to this for a little bit. Even though you paid for it. You paid for it.
I don't know about the confiscating thing, but they definitely do.
I mean, they don't do any of that.
No, they do. They go to the GameStop.
So they call you and then come to beat your nuts in to take the game from you.
They don't do that, but they do go to wherever the GameStop or the game store that sold the game early, and they bar them from selling that game.
Yeah, they do some really shitty stuff. I mean, just hell, like a game company could be working on something, and like.
Info leaked about it. That's what happened with Metroid Dread the first time. 15 years ago, info leaked before it was supposed to be revealed, and they're like, you know what, let's scrap this. No more. Yep. I don't like that the public knows, so fuck y'all. Yeah,
and now the Metroid Dread that we have now is like completely different. Completely different. Because they just don't want stuff leaking out. And it's like yeah, that sucks, you know? But like, holy shit. Why?
And then I think we should have got the Pro this year. I think we really would have gotten the Pro console this
but because
E3.
It leaked, they're like, no, you know what they did? They went into the factory, found every Pro and broke it.
Oh yeah, I imagine they did that. I think Mr. Nintendo, the old man that founded it, he came out of the underground well.
Yep.
And then he just
he came out of the underground well, crawled through the Nintendo Pro's screen, killed every worker there, broke every Pro, and then proceeded to use the souls of the Switch Pros because they do like to use human souls to power those, and the souls of the workers to revive himself so that he can oversee the production of the next Nintendo console, so that nothing like that can ever happen again.
And then he proceeds to sniff out the person with the closest person with a legal copy of Donkey Kong Country, and then proceeds to beat them to death. Nintendo has a lot that I love, but they also have a lot that I hate.
Yeah,
it's more so love, but man, they do some stupid shit.
They just do some stupid stuff. I don't get it.
All right, that's Nintendo. What's up in here?
Yeah, I'll go over this next part. This is kind of miscellaneous stuff. I was just looking at there was a section during the PC gaming show where there was this developer. There was this New Blood Interactive. They were doing this little segment, but they got cut off because guess who shut up? Gabe Newell. He crawled out of his cave. He crawled out of his fucking cave.
Why'd they get Gabe Newell to do this? They could have had an intern or someone else.
It was announced that Valve was going to be at the PC Gaming Show to do something, but then later it was found out that it's just something to do with Steam, and then officially it was Gabe Newell to announce Steam Next Fest, which will be a place where you can play demos for tons and tons and tons of games. And during that, they had a random rapid showing of brief segments of several different games, and these are some that caught my eye. I'll go over the first one that really caught my eye. It was actually shown during New Blood Directives thing and this. It's called Faith, the Unholy Trinity, and it's like this pixelized story game. It's cut up into 3 chapters. 2 chapters are currently out. The first chapter was originally released on itch.io in 2017.
I knew I recognized it. I swear I saw it like years ago.
Yeah, and then both chapters were eventually released in 2019 on Steam. The one that we saw during E3 so far is like footage for the third and final chapter.
Yeah, which was like a priest bleeding from the face,
fucking spasming.
It was beautifully done. It's like rotoscoping or something.
Yeah, it's like rotoscope pixelated. It looks really cool. There's like stuff like there's like several streamers who have played it, and from what I understand, it's like a gem. It's like a gem of a horror game.
Yeah.
And it looks really really disturbing. Like, I watched the trailers for it. If you ever get a chance, go back to this doc and look at the trailers. They're really fucking cool. It just seems like a really it just seems like like people say like this is like a gem of a horror game that people stumbled onto, and I would agree. It's reportedly coming to consoles, but it has last gen listed, so I hope that there's no hard release date that maybe they're trying to like, be like, all right, maybe we can get this prepped for current gen consoles. And
yeah, I mean, it seems like it's not like a graphically intensive game.
But I mean that's the thing is like I'm glad it isn't. I'm glad it's like stylized. There's gonna be a demo at Steam Next Fest. Another Next Fest game that will be there is that we all kind of like said out loud. Guinea Pig Parkour. Guinea Pig Parkour is a completely hand-drawn 2D platformer with adventure elements, drawing heavy inspiration from 90s animated cartoons and games. It is made by one person, Jeff Mum, and the music's done by Fat Bard. It was originally kickstarted and funded, but they had to, once it got funded on there, he had to move to Patreon, and he's currently trying to get funding on there as well. And release window is unknown, but it looks really fun, really cool. And then another game that also I think we all collectively said out loud was Tiny Thor. This game's been in development for a while. It's a 16-bit platformer game where you play as Kid Thor just beginning his journey on becoming a legend. Central to the game is the use and mechanic of Mjolnir. You'll be able to throw it and have it bounce around the environment and stuff. It's being developed by Asylum Square with pixel art by Hank Njoberg and music by Chris Holzipek.
But that pixel art is fantastic.
Yeah, it looks really cool. Like I said, it's been in development for years. I think the oldest trailer I saw was like from 2017, and then the most recent gameplay teaser was from last year in August. On the Steam listing, it says it'll be released when it's ready. So, yeah, that's cool. There was another game I don't have on here. It's called Grime as well. I'll add stuff to this doc so people can come back later to look at it, but it looked really cool as well. But my final thing on here is a game that I just completely found by accident, but it looks fucking awesome. It's called Unbeatable. A game where music is illegal and you do crimes. It's anime-inspired, indie band-inspired game. The art style is inspired by Trigger. It's made by.
I gotta check this. I've never seen this.
I've never seen this either. It's made by DCL Games. There's only 2 buttons, up and down. You just direct the main. You play as the lead singer. Her name is Beat, and you just up and down, and then she hits the fucking beat. Pretty much, it's really cool. It had a Kickstarter, but it got funded in 15 fucking hours.
Oh, it's like okay, I see what kind of game. It reminds me of, there was a game, One Punch or One Finger Hero.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. It's a rhythm game, basically. They currently have a demo out on Steam and Itch called Unbeatable White Label.
Fuck, this looks good. This is the first time I'm watching it.
Dude, I know. When I saw it, I was so fucking hyped. It looked so good. And the only thing, what this has to do with E3 is that they had a Day of the Devs. And it was shown there with Dev talking about it in gameplay. Release window, unknown, but there's a website. You can still support the game. You can still go on their website and help to back it. So it looks really cool.
Yeah, that's a game that I need to get day one.
Yeah,
Easy.
I really hope these games I mentioned come to consoles. I think I could play Faith on my computer, but I really want everywhere to be like, if it's Xbox or PlayStation or even Switch, I really want them to come on consoles because I like the big TV screen.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all I have.
And that's all. That's the E3 post show.
That's E3.
It was a long time. We've been talking for a little bit. You can tell by the end that I was running out of steam, but we got there. We covered a lot of games. We didn't cover a lot of games.
Yeah, we're well over an hour, but I think we're kind of pushing it, but I think we can keep, get to the end right here.
I would say this E3, it wasn't the best. I thought it was fine. It felt like it was a good one. But it was,
I thought it was good.
Some stuff.
I thought it was good too, but I don't know. I think the gems that were here were really outstanding.
Yeah, like there's a lot of games that are but like the games that were really good were really fucking good.
Yeah, for sure. I think like with how hype I was, and then by the end of it with this cooldown, I think I'm excited for the future.
And it's not over yet. Summer Games Fest is still happening.
Yeah, we still got stuff. I mean,
imagine Sony's gonna have their E3 event next month. I hope.
Nope, they're not gonna do anything.
I just imagine Sony's gonna sell all their stock and buy Bitcoin. And that's it.
And then they might send us a picture of a dog.
And no, they're gonna say, "Here, look at this dog," and it's gonna be their penis, and it's gonna be fucking terrible. And they'll be like, "Why'd you do this?"
What's wrong with your penis?
But yeah, that's been E3. Thank you for listening. It's been a lovely year at this video game event, and I'm plugs.
21 and 22 and 23. No, not 23. 21 and 22 look pretty stacked years if everything goes, well with development for these titles. Plugs though is and that's it.
Fuck. I can't remember a single thing.
All right, you can follow us on Twitter at AYCH Podcast, right?
Yes.
I don't know.
Pat does this. And whenever Pat does it, I know podcast's over, go to bed.
Yeah, and I just tune out. Okay, yeah, you can follow us on Twitter at AYCH Podcast. You can follow us on Instagram, AYCH Podcast. That's all I got. You
follow
can
our YouTube. We got old
YouTube.
videos of us on Twitch. All you can hear podcasts.
Listen to us. We're on Spotify,
SoundCloud,
iTunes, Google Play, Overcast, all your
Pretty much everything.
RSS feeds. All you can hear. We have a letterbox. All you can hear as well. Reviews and stuff.
That's it.
Is that it?
Oh, sure. We got an Instagram.
I already said that. There's
good.
also Cajun Greatness as well.
Cajun Greatness is good. They're doing something.
They have
I
a
don't
store.
know what they're doing.
They have a store, I think. Go check them out.
We're the worst at this. Why do you make us do this by ourselves?
Oh my God, Pat and John, why'd you
What
do
the
this
fuck?
to us?
But I think that's good enough.
Yeah.
Plug wise. My name's Colt. Follow me on Twitter, Colt D00. I promise there is pictures of Pochita in my retweets.
Yeah, there are.
That's it.
Oh, follow us on twitch.tv/allyoucanhear. That's the only one I remember perfectly for some reason.
Even though we haven't used Twitch in fucking 2
I
years.
know. I'm Wenzel. Thank you for listening. You follow me on Twitter at WenzelWilkie. Follow my art Instagram at WorldOfWenzy. I have a link tree with my Goodreads and Letterboxd on there, so go check those out. Thank you.
Goodbye.
Go play video games.
Farewell.